We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stuttering Craig. No, you don't get the 96-ounce Coke Zeros, Blabs.
Yo, my androids, what's up?
And straight from the hood, Phoenix.
It's really enjoyable as an adult male to shit your pants.
And now, broadcasting from our homes around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers. Oh, welcome out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com, and most importantly, SideScrollersPlus.com. Happy Wednesday to you. Happy Hump Day. We're getting over it. Ready to go. Good to see everybody. Glad you're with us. Big show today as... Just trust me, it's going to be good. Hello, Blabs.
Hi, we're getting over like Benny Fodder, but I hate that guy.
Bennett Foddy.
Whatever, man. Ben.
Ben.
Whatever his name's. Big Ben. I hate that guy. Anyway, hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you. Joining us today on this wonderful Wednesday, straight from the other side of the world, it's Arch. Hello, Arch.
Hello, I am Arch.
There he is with his big head and his big old camera. There you go, Blabs. Big
Hi,
Blabs
I too am
right
big
there.
head.
There she is, everybody. You got
Where's my
Arch over here
owl?
with his big old face. Blabs, big old face.
Hi.
All right, there you go. Position one, Tiny.
Don't say that. No. She kept turning off on me last night. It was the weirdest thing.
Okay.
Kind of scared of her.
Arch, you doing good, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good, yes.
Seemed like you've been on a roll with your channel and over on social media as well.
I have learned how to say things that annoy people, and I am being rewarded for it.
You are handsomely with all of the X monies, huh?
Yes, I'm imagining 400,000 views now. That's got to be at least $20.
Oh,
I think.
no, Arch. No. You may get too close to $12 at this point, Arch. You're...
You know what? He's still doing better than I am. I'm still not monetized on X after a whole year of trying.
Well, you gotta post more pictures of your feet, Blabs. That'll get it out there.
I do have really cool socks on today. They got owls on them and
Blabs,
mascots.
I'm not kidding when I say this. If you just took a picture of your foot every day and
Pay my
posted it,
bills.
you would be monetized so quick. Just saying, it's true.
She would no longer have a soul.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of somebody who doesn't have a soul, who would love to put his feet on the internet, straight from the hood, it's Phoenix.
Yeah, that's exactly it. How you guys doing? I have been thinking of doing my own feet X thing. Do you think that a guy could actually make money? Is there any women that like guys' feet? Is that really? That's a thing?
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, and even if there's not women, you'll still get like guys.
Yeah, you get dudes.
You can get the gays.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do an experiment. Okay, we're gonna do that.
The Blabs and Phoenix Feet Society. We just put
Okay,
pictures.
great.
I'm pretty sure there's no audience for that. My feet are literally hairy, and I can't imagine anyone finding that even
Yeah, but
mildly
you're
attractive.
blonde.
But what does that have to do with anything? Yeah, but you're
Well,
blonde.
because
That
if he's
have to do with
got
anything.
hairy feet, you really can't see it as much as, let's say, he would have brown hair.
I mean, that's true, I suppose.
All right. Well, that's good. Great start to the
It's
show.
the Blabs Arch Phoenix Feet Society coming soon to a Twitter near you.
Oh man,
You're welcome.
All for the dozens of X monies
All
that
for
you could possibly get.
$5.
That's right. There we are. All right. So lots to talk about today. We are on the precipice of war, not just in a physical sense, but also a legal sense in the world of entertainment, because things are going down there. We're going to get to that. Arch has not heard about America's new favorite toy, which cannot wait to share him with that. We have some updates on some things that have been going on in Minnesota, which just trust us. You want to stick around for that. The new Nick Shirley video may be dropping during our show today, so we'll see how that goes. And Blabs, I got something for you.
I'm afraid.
I know you're a big fan of math.
No, I'm not actually.
Meth. Maybe meth.
Yeah,
Oh.
you misheard yesterday. Meth.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
kidding, by
Blabs
the way,
is a
Chad.
big
Don't
fan of
click that,
meth.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I know you are a big fan of numbers and math, as indicated
I
by
do like
yesterday's.
spreadsheets.
You do. So today I'm bringing you home math. Today.
Is that like brain age from Timu?
No.
I
It's
have
exactly what it
heard
sounds
of
like.
this.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I have
Yep.
heard of this. I know this. This is good.
Am I doing like math in front of people? Because this won't go well. I'll just be like, duh.
No. But math you're gonna get lured on you.
Oh, we're gonna go on the Leering Center?
You're gonna be leered so hard when it comes to math.
Yeah.
And I also have a clip that it has not gone viral yet, but I do think that we should definitely highlight it, just showcasing the difference between the 90s and today. Okay, so we'll get to that, and we have somebody beating the shit out of those assholes who are just out there clogging up the streets and stuff. It was great. So we should probably put some boxing sound effects to that because this guy whooped the shit out of people and it was awesome to watch. So look, we got a lot going on today. If you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Join the 137,000 just normal men who have found us over on YouTube, which is outstanding. The nearly 35,000 who have found us over at rumble.com/sidescrollers. And a quick heads up, coming up tomorrow, very excited for this because we have all of our VTuber friends getting together for Mount Your Friends tomorrow, Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central. And you know what? It's exclusively over on Side Scrollers Plus. You see VTuber Blabs and Leaflet and Kirsha and Pickle right there. And just to throw things out a little bit better, just to sweeten the deal, we'd like for you to become a member over at Side Scrollers Plus. Not only can you make a free account there, just a free account to get access to the community and all sorts of good stuff, I would like for you to join us for free for a free month. Use promo code MOUNT, MOUNT, and join Side Scrollers Plus. You can watch tomorrow's show for free and check it out. We would love for you guys to join us. Please join us over at Side Scrollers Plus. Promo code MOUNT, which is great.
I will do that just to find out why Blabs is mounting people.
You have no idea.
Actually, I mean, it looks like everyone else is mounting me. I have to say on that.
Wow.
Leaflet's pulling my hair.
You can expect lots of mounting of Blabs tomorrow, which will be wonderful.
Wow.
So, yes.
Multi-mount Blabs. That sounds
I've been
filthy
busy.
somehow.
She's going to be mounted by about 3 girls tomorrow.
Wow.
I'm just telling you what's going to happen. And
Anyway.
they're all her friends, which is good. So I saw this, and I just wanted to get this quick meme out of the way because I can't even get a haircut anymore without getting memed on. I'd like to thank the great people over at Minimal Crafts for this wonderful tweet yesterday. And I just, God damn it. I get a haircut and I get memed on immediately. And I appreciate that, but also fuck off. So I got a nice little haircut over here.
I don't get it. The hair looks. I really do. They're fucking with you, man.
They gotta
the hair
be.
looks good.
I know. I think it's just so jarring to people that I've
Arch?
been wearing it.
Thoughts?
It makes you look very young and very hip.
All right. Let's
I'll
go.
fucking take it.
Young and hip.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Definitely.
Hey, good news, Blabs. Good news for you today.
I spilled yogurt on me.
Oh, you're wearing the Tism shirt. Fantastic.
That's right. We're going extratism today. This is the glow-in-the-dark wolf T-shirt. Do I look extra young and cool now, kids? Huh?
How do you do, fellow kids?
Let's go. I need to put on my backwards hat and my book bag over my
That's why
shoulder.
I can't have nice things.
That's right. I'm sorry, Blabs. You did what today?
Right, so I was just drinking this and I accidentally dropped the cap on my lap and there was a bit of yogurt on the cap. So now I got a bit of yogurt on me. But it's peach flavor. It's really good.
Oh, that's good. Thanks,
Thank God.
Blabs. She's one of one, everybody. That Blabs, I'll tell you what. One of one.
Oops.
Oops, indeed. All right. So lots going on. Glad you're with us. Do us a favor. Hit the thumbs up button wherever you're tuning in. We'd really appreciate that. It's been a fun week so far as we continue to stroll on through the week into the weekend as we are going to massively attack this hump day for you. Quick reminder, if you didn't check out the show yesterday, over on Rumble, we played the hit game breaking the internet right now with what was the girl's name?
Pathways,
Irene?
I believe. Pathways.
Yeah,
Amelia.
Amelia, that's right. Have you seen all the stuff that's been going on with Amelia?
I saw Melee Games post it, the waifu of the year.
Oh, she
and it's
become like a meme now? Like,
Yes.
Yeah, she's waifu of the year, and it's only
the
like
ultimate
January.
girlfriend.
It's been pretty awesome to see just how they've just totally hijacked Amelia. And if you look on X right now, and you just look down and you just search Amelia, it's all just people praising Amelia. It's really fucking funny. Like it just come with me, Charlie. It's like all these. She's got fan art and stuff. Amelia has become the hot thing over on X. So, anyways, you can see our playthrough of that. It's over on YouTube right now. I encourage you guys to go and check out that video. It was very shocking, to say the least. Not in the Kaya shock dog collar sense. It was like, wow, I can't believe this is actual fucking reality. The idea, I learned that if you love your country and you back veterans, you are an extremist, apparently.
Yeah.
So there's
If
that.
you download videos off the internet, you could be a terrorist.
Yep, that is 100% correct. You are 100% right, and that is fucking terrifying. Downloading videos off the internet. Anyways, go watch our playthrough. That is over on YouTube right now, and it's on the entire stream yesterday over on Rumble as well. So appreciate you guys popping in. We always like to start the show with today in gaming history, a little bit of disappointment, and we have all of our intros available to us today, including one I have not seen. So, ladies and gentlemen, buckle up. It's time for Today in Video Game History.
Today in gaming history with Blabs.
That's me.
Oh, it's the cute little fart dragon.
It's the retarded dragon.
The
I'm
retarded
very
dragon.
happy.
There she is. That's great. The fart
All right,
dragon is there.
everybody. January 14th, we have Tennis. Was released in Japan in 1984 on the NES. And then we have Zelda II, The Adventure of Link, releasing in Japan in 1987. And then, because I guess, Fallout and everything has the TV show, I'm going to tie us all in. Fallout Brotherhood of Steel was released in 2004. Ta-da!
When it comes to video games, I always appreciate a title that tells you exactly what it is.
Yes.
Tennis. Like, not super tennis, not extreme mega tennis or tennis of the stars, just tennis.
I love that chat's really angry about the Fallout one. Tied it to
As
the
they
TV
should
show.
be. And Brotherhood of Steel, too. That is an abomination. Shame on you.
No. I did
Speaking
justice.
of abomination,
Yes,
you ready
yes,
for
go.
a hot take that's really not too hot?
Uh-oh, hold on.
So-
well, if you're going to do it, Side Scrollers Hot Takes.
So the Adventure of Link, I know this isn't the Famicom version, but this is the game, or at least in North America. That game is garbage. I applaud them for trying something new. I really do. That was what they did also with Super Mario Brothers 2. Like, they tried something new. For me, that one worked. This one, garbage. I can't think of a worse Zelda game than Zelda 2. Does anyone disagree with that?
Well, I would disagree because it's Zelda II, actually. But
Good point, Blabs. I apologize.
Okay, so this is very early in video game history, right? And you saw this very early with some of the biggest franchises ever, where they were trying to figure out exactly what that franchise was going to be. And I think that's how you got the greatness that is Adventures of Link, because Zelda 2 was so different than Zelda 1. And people played Zelda 1, they're like, this is awesome. They played Zelda 2 and they're like, what the hell is this? Then it went back to Zelda 3 and Adventures of Link on the Super Nintendo, which made you further appreciate how good the original Legend of Zelda was. So, yes, I personally am not a huge fan of Zelda 2. I know there are some people that I've heard, and I'm not kidding, I think it's John Riggs on YouTube says that Zelda 2 is his favorite game
He's
on the
wrong.
NES. I very much agree. I've never met
Yeah.
John before, But John, I'm sorry, you're fucking retarded.
Yep.
Sorry. And I mean that like with all the respect in the world for your career.
All that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So some noticeable games that you missed today, Blabs. You did include tennis, but here on January 14th, YY World was released for the NES in Japan, and 38 years ago in 1988. We have Evil Zone released for the PlayStation 27 years ago. Can you believe that the X games have been around long enough to where there's been a game released 24 years ago for the PlayStation 2? Man. Arch, what are your thoughts on the X games?
Snow, stuff, boards. I've always been confused by the urge of some people to strap a plank to their legs and go outside.
They're extreme. That was the whole idea of X games right there.
They're cringe is what they are. Cringe!
ATV Quad Power Racing 2 was released 23 years ago for the PlayStation 2. We saw War of the Monsters for the PlayStation 2 as well. And yes, by all means, Arch, go crazy. Fallout Brotherhood of Steel.
It's probably the single worst Fallout thing ever produced, and I'm including the second season of the TV show in that.
Okay.
Like the second season, and I want to point out as well, the second season of the TV show is nothing more than an active destruction of the Fallout universe. It is the equivalent of somebody violently hate fucking a puppy live on television.
My Wednesdays.
And Brotherhood of Steel is worse.
Arch, question. What is Fallout Brotherhood of Steel? I've actually never heard of that. Is it like a different type of the game?
Yes. It was a little spin-off game that came out a very, very long time ago. It has been universally panned, and everybody hates it for very good reasons. Personally, of course, I maintain that Fallout Tactics is the best Fallout game ever made.
This almost reminds me of like the Mortal Kombat. Remember when they did the side missions? They had like 2 side scroller games or something like that, or something actually even similar to this too.
The Sub-Zero, whatever it was called. Yeah. They included those in the Mortal Kombat collection, and I have no desire to play those.
Yeah.
I hear that, and that goes back to what we said about Zelda 2. They're just trying new things.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Pleasure.
All right. Some other noticeable games that you missed today, Blabs. Let's see. Penny Dreadful Sweeney Todd was released for the PC 16 years ago in 2010.
Did I miss it? I don't know, man.
The Banner Saga.
Yeah, that's
you
a
didn't
biggie.
pick the Banner Saga?
I put
What the
tennis
hell?
instead. It was more revolutionary.
What? You put tennis instead. It was more revolutionary.
That's right.
There you go, Blabs. Way to go. I like that. That's what you're always hiding behind. It's revolutionary. There you go.
Absolutely.
There's a little bit of gameplay here. Banner Saga. Now, what did you think about this one? Aren't you a fan of this one?
Banner Saga was great. Excellent art style, good story, intriguing world. It did overstay its welcome with like 3 games with very little evolution, but it was a very good game.
We also had WWE Immortals released today, which I'm sure Darkside Phil went crazy on. Do you guys ever play WWE Immortals?
No. That I guess that's like a pay to win kind of. You pay. It's like free to play, and then you, I'm sure, put an enormous amount of money into it. That's
Yeah. It was kind of like a Mortal Kombat style game where they made all the characters with superpowers and stuff. All the
wow, okay, not expecting that.
Yeah, it was, it's like one of those taps. Oh, here you go. Make sure you rate Immortals here. This is gameplay. But this is Kane, Nikki Bella. They all have these superpowers, and I don't know. It was just tap. I think I actually did play this when it first came out because it did have kind of an interesting hook on it. But have you guys ever spent money on mobile games before?
No.
To my eternal shame, yes.
Yes,
I've bought them. I've never done like the casino type shit where you're putting in the DLC and all the skins and shit. No.
Yeah. I have developed iPhone games that I've sold, but I've never done like the free to play, pay $10 and get 1,000 gems or whatever thing. I've never done that before. Anyways, there's
I haven't played a mobile game in over 5 years, I want to say. Yeah.
I don't believe it.
No, really. I have every time so I have a Samsung, and every time it does an update, it'll always throw solitaire in my phone or whatever like that, and I just completely uninstall every single time there's an update. I'm like, not remove. I don't want any games on my phone. It's for work or whatever it is. No distractions. So yeah, I don't have any mobile games on my phone.
Oh,
And yet, the mobile market takes up a pretty good chunk of gaming now, right? It's probably 30%. I'm pulling shit out of my ass, but it's probably around there, right?
Yeah, it's massive.
Yeah.
It's quite large, in part also because the entire mobile, for us old foggies, mobile game is some low poly piece of shit shovelware pushed out there to run on minimum hardware, right? But today, stuff like Genshin Impact is genuinely fucking huge.
Yeah.
It's got good graphics, a massive world, tons of mechanics. And it's largely because PC gaming and console gaming has stagnated. They're putting stuff on a phone today that rivals what we need a 50-kilogram tower to do. It's silly.
Yeah. The power inside our little supercomputers in our pockets is just...
It's crazy.
It is stupid. I'll tell you, maybe we do need a powerful machine, because one other game that you missed today, Blabs, includes Vita Mahong for the Android. There you go.
Oh, I thought you were going to say cassette boy.
No. Vita Mahong right there, Blabs,
That's right.
That's right.
For the Android, shout out Samsung.
Here's some sweet gameplay of that for you. Looks like some top tier video gameplay, Blabs, that I bet you love.
Oh, it's normal Mahong.
Yeah, no, this is Vita Mahong. It says right there.
It's the same shit. That's
Very, very much clearly says Vita Mahong.
It says Life Mahong.
No,
this one looks a little bit more revolutionary, I'd say.
Thank you, Phoenix, and I
You
appreciate
dare
that.
use my own words against me.
That's right. So considerably more revolutionary.
Then tennis for the NES.
Well, listen, that's an original black box game for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Blabs, do you know anything about the black box games on the NES?
They were black.
No, they actually weren't.
Then
The
I
games-
got nothing.
No, Jesus Christ. Arch, you know anything about the black box games on the NES?
What are you doing, Phoenix?
This shirt keeps making me look like I have cancer tits, and I'm trying to fix it.
I was wondering that too.
Yeah, that's-
What are you doing?
You have cancer tits. I don't even know what that means.
What does
Tits
that
filled
mean?
with cancer.
I
Yeah, because they're all lopsided and tumory. Look at it.
Slides and tumory.
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Listen, if you go to cancertits.com, it's registered to Phoenix. It's really kind of fucked up. Blabs, here are the original black box titles for the NES. This is the early
So they
art
are
style.
black.
Well, the boxes are black, not the
Yeah,
game.
so I am correct.
No,
so
you're
I
not.
do know one thing.
Okay, sounds good. But you can see the original Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers. There's tennis for you, Blabs, down there at the bottom.
Revolutionary.
Yep, super revolutionary, as well as golf.
Was Metroid? No, Metroid was silver, right?
Yes, the original
Okay.
Metroid was a silver. Correct. That is absolutely correct. So, there you go, Blabs. A little bit of knowledge for you here on Today in Video Game
Knowledge.
History. Yes, there it is. I also have some knowledge as Toastmaster came in with a $49.99 super chat. Let's fucking go. Says, happy hump day. Just another day for us normal people having to deal with the low IQ narcissists and people who hate our country. Cheers. You are correct. But hey, they may hate the country, but you, my friend, get to go on the wall. Thank you so much, Toastmaster. Appreciate your support there. Also, not to be outdone, Crazed Link came in with the $39 over. It says $1 for each year that I'm here. Blabs better not forget Zelda 2's birthday. I'm watching you.
Well, I didn't get Zelda 2's birthday, but I did get Zelda II, and I'm assuming it's your birthday, so happy birthday to you for your 39 years on this world.
There you go.
Thank you.
And
Not
you know
you.
no, not you, Phoenix. But hey, Phoenix, real quick, just quick happy birthday to you, buddy.
Happy
Yeah, I really
hatching
appreciate
day from a failed science
you.
lab
Thank
experiment.
And Blabs, by the way, Crazed Link would hunt you down, hence the name Crazed Link.
Well, he doesn't have to because I did it right.
Oh, that's a good point. Good point. Excellent. Blabs, you read this off, Blabs, while I make my way back to put Toastmaster on the wall.
Speaking of tisms, here's Wes for 10. He says, hey, Arch, what are your thoughts on Trump wanting to annex Greenland? Want to get your take on it since you're a Nordic man.
Greenland is not Danish territory. It is Norwegian. We found it first. Fuck the Danes. Give it back.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. Anyway, Kratos for 10 says, I'm shirking work because I'm curious about the stream title. Thanks for being here, Kratos. And Elite Neo says, Phoenix can't think of any Zelda games worse than Zelda I. Did he not remember Faces of Evil, Wand of Gamelon?
Gamelon.
Zelda's
Gamelon,
Adventure, and any other of the other slop on the CD. Pepperidge
have played
Farms
them.
remembers.
I've played them. I've streamed them. I stick with my opinion.
Wow, that's pretty impressive. Did you know you can do the duck walk, Phoenix?
Yes, you can. Yes. Now, by the way, heads up, little fun fact. Some miracle worker out there made a remake of those games.
Yep.
And that's the ones I played. So I guess to be fair, and I got rid of a lot of the jank and bullshit in the originals. So they're actually not terrible. They're bad, but they're not terrible.
Okay. Noodles says, have you guys seen the newest episode of Landman? It pokes fun at pronouns and the actress involved in it seen getting flack for it online. It was pure gold in my opinion. I did see that scene. It's fucking hilarious. And it really like that. I saw the first couple episodes of Landman. It looks really good. Really, really fun show. Have you guys seen that Landman show at all?
I have not.
Where
I've
is
seen
it on?
interviews.
Netflix,
I've
did you
seen
say?
interviews with the creator and the writer, and he's extremely based. There's really great interviews of him.
Yeah, so the premise is that it's all built around West Texas, specifically out in Lubbock, Texas, outside in the Panhandle. You guys ever seen like Friday Night Lights out there? That movie, that show? That's where it's primarily based. I have family out there, and I'll say this: the show, everything that you see in the show is something that would take place over the course of like a decade, not an average week, right? It's obviously flared up for dramatic effect, right? But to say that oil is king out in West Texas is an understatement. Everything is built around oil derricks and these wind turbines and everything. But the show is pretty based. Billy Bob Thornton is the lead character. He's the landman in it. And his daughter is like this, super hot, like college freshman. And in the scene, she goes to TCU, which is Texas Christian University out in Fort Worth. And she has a roommate who's like the epitome of they them, right? Like buzz cut. I go by they them. I'm a vegan. And there's about a 4.5 minute scene where this bubbly, like slutty 18-year-old college freshman who's like totally beautiful goes in, and she's trying to have this interaction with this person. She's this type of person she's never interacted with, who is putting all these demands down like as soon as she walks in. And yeah, she's just asking about like they, them pronouns. I wish we could watch it but we can't. We'll get flagged on YouTube for it. But it is a wonderful scene. And
where is it? I'm sorry, because I stepped over Blab. She was wondering where you can watch
I
it. Is it
googled it.
AMC?
Paramount Plus.
Oh,
yeah, it's on Paramount Plus. If you have Amazon Prime, you can watch the first two episodes of it for free. At least you could like a couple weeks ago. It was good enough to where I actually thought about like, oh, maybe I should get a Paramount Plus subscription. It was it's a really fun show, at least the first two episodes. And I've had family who have watched the rest of it who like live in Lubbock, and they appreciate it because it's pretty fucking based. It is the show. So yeah, it's cool to see. Yes.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Excuse me.
Dan.
I like how you close one eye after you sneeze.
Okay. Dan came in and says, I have played Zelda 2 on the NES. Only half part of the game. I could see why certain people hate it. It's my favorite game. Hell no. That's better Zelda games. There's better Zelda games that I can play. Thank you, Dan. Appreciate that. I wouldn't say it's my favorite or worse. It's just a game that just happens to have Zelda on it when it comes to Zelda 2. Also, CG Hero came in at the 5, says, Craig looks like Craig is lame and gay for no hat again today, and Blabs deserves a raise for calling him gay right off the bat yesterday.
Thank you.
CG Hero says, did you hear Daniel Stern, who played Marv, was recently given a ticket for soliciting a prostitute? Guess he didn't want to go home alone.
I saw that. I was like, no. Okay, you know that line in Home Alone where he's like, Merry Christmas, Harry, and it's like, Happy Hanukkah, Marv. That's what I thought of when I saw that he got arrested with the prostitute.
The sticky bandit.
Thank you. Fucked up. All right. Mercenary says, so is it time for war? What have I been saying about martial law? Well, we'll get to
No
that
one's
in a little
gonna
bit.
go for shopping law.
Not Marshalls.
He keeps spelling it like Marshalls, and we keep telling him it's the wrong.
Martial. It's like martial arts.
Yeah, we keep telling him in the Rumble chat. He doesn't want to listen, so now it's just shopping.
Value More says Blabs is the reason we have chained bottle caps. I don't even know what that means. Thank you.
Because I spilled my bottle.
That's true.
Reese says there's a great PC remake of Zelda 2 called Zelda Again. Link is adventuresome. Okay, highly recommend. Thank you very much. And Phoenix is going to check that out. There you go. You want that on the screen a little bit longer there, Phoenix?
Got it. Thank you.
All right, excellent. Thank you. Mercenary says, I disagree. I love Zelda 2, but Zelda's CDI is the worst. Why do I bring that up? Because I had someone in my family mistake the CDI game and got them on clearance thinking they were Nintendo games. But did you have a CDI? That's the most important thing. And Commodore fan says, Arch, I'll have you know, four-wheelers, a.k.a. ATVs, are fun and awesome as hell to go out and ride. And you just have to know their limits and yours so you don't kill yourself like a dumbass.
I had a friend of mine maim the shit out of himself on one of those things, so I'm not convinced.
Well, that would really tarnish your thought process on that, wouldn't it?
Yep, really would.
Reb came in and says Fallout Brotherhood of Steel is basically a reskin of Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. And now we know. Blabs, do you have Uno on the Xbox?
No, but I have it on my Steam.
Oh, okay.
And I think I had it on my Nintendo DS once upon a time. No, maybe not. Yeah, I have it on Steam.
John says, I have family who are in Landmark because they filmed on their property. Oh, that's cool. Nice. That's Landmark out in, where the Landman show. Bentley says, fun fact about sneezes. Did you know that fishes can hear you thinking just before you sneeze? If you know, you know.
Oh, so if you stand next to a goldfish and you're about to sneeze, it's going to know that you're about to sneeze? Does anybody have a fish?
Look it up on YouTube. I'm sure you can find it there.
How does it know, Blabs?
That's what I'm wondering.
It just knows.
No.
All right, Scrap Gamer also says, hey, Phoenix, since you bring up the CDI Zelda, then I recommended Arsnet, the Jewel of Faramore, a CDI Zelda-inspired game on all platforms.
Great game.
Yeah, cool. Phoenix knows.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Guys, thank you.
Quick, can we add a super chat goal that at some point, if we reach said goal, that you'll sit in the dark with your glow-in-the-dark wolf? Because I really want to see that again.
Okay, yeah. If we hit our Montez goal today, I will sit in the darkness with my glow-in-the-dark shirt and irradiate beauty onto you. Does that sound good? Sure. Arch, I don't know if you're aware of this. Here in the United States, we have shirts that glow in the dark. Just want to point that out.
No, this sounds like American degeneracy to me.
Yeah, listen. It glows in the dark, Arch. I hope we can hit
I
that
have
today,
sweaters and things that glow in the dark.
Absolutely. Welcome to the club, Blabs. All right. Let's get into it, friends. We got a lot to talk about. Enough dilly-dallying. It's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for Hard News.
Hard News.
Now, look, Arch, yesterday we talked about this topic, and I'm honestly kind of shocked you have not heard about this, but I feel it's very important to educate you on the latest in American toys, which I don't know if they make this over where you live because I just don't know if they need to. But have you heard about the latest Barbie?
No, I cannot say that I have paid attention much to the Barbie market.
Well, there's a new one, and it's right up your alley, Arch. It's Autistic Barbie. Check it out. What do you think, Arch?
It doesn't have a knife, so it's not really my type. And secondly, I still prefer morbidly obese Barbie and wheelchair Barbie.
Oh, well,
which I have.
Yes, there is wheelchair Barbie. I don't know if we have fat Barbie yet. So,
oh, I'm sure.
Hang on, I'm looking it up.
But look,
what makes her autistic, by the way?
Well, she has a fidget spinner, Arch.
And noise-canceling headphones.
By the way, legit question. Do you think that when they gave this Barbie to this girl here, they said, you're going to be in an ad or you're going to be in a promo picture for Autistic Barbie? Or they're just like, it's a new Barbie? Because you immediately label this little girl as autistic now.
Yep.
I mean,
pretty
by
fucked
the
up.
definition we're currently working with, every single person born after the year 2000 is an autist.
That's right. So
The real tits of this whole thing, though, by the way, it's sold out everywhere, at least by me. I have went within 20-mile radius, or maybe 20 or 30, and I cannot find it anywhere. So I put it on hold, and I'm hoping that they're going to fulfill that shipment to me, because then I'll have it next week.
But you did find another one that you have
better
pre-ordered,
one.
which I just want to point out. A 40-something-year-old guy ordering a Barbie online is not weird at all.
No, not zero. Totally normal.
So why don't you fill us in on exactly what you bought here, Phoenix? What'd you get?
Okay, so what happened was in looking desperately for Autism Barbie, it didn't show me the results because I guess it was sold out everywhere. But what it did come with was type 1 diabetes Barbie, which makes me so excite.com because there may be a sequel that there's a type 2 diabetes Barbie, and I'm getting my hands on that fucker as soon as I can.
Wow, congratulations. That's good. How much did type 1 diabetes Barbie cost you?
So type 1, since I put it in the
11.
document for you, it's $8.99. You can find it at Walmart or Target.
Well, fuck me, I paid 11. Maybe that's with the shipping. Yeah, that's it.
Wow. All right. Now we do have fat Barbie, apparently.
Yeah.
By the way, not very fat.
No, it's curvy, and the most you can see is it's in the legs. That's the most you can view they call curvy.
Once again,
she's got a bit of shape in her calves.
what? That's it?
That's what I'm assuming they think is curvy.
Okay. Can we also feel sorry for this little kid here who has been labeled fat for playing with fat Barbie?
Yeah.
Just saying. Kind of
In
fucked
the
up there,
product
Mattel.
details, it says Barbie doll has a curvy body type and wears a brown hairstyle with tight curls to complete the look. So if you too want to be curvy and fat, you gotta have curly hair.
Nice. Well, congratulations.
I'm halfway there.
That's good. That's wonderful. Inspired by Dream Date look from 1993. Barbie fashionista doll wears a
what were
pink
you about to
dress.
say?
What was I going to say?
Barbenheimer.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, Arch, should we order you a autistic Barbie and send it your way?
I'm pretty sure they'd just stop it in the toll anyway as some sort of illegal import of Americana.
Too much Americana. It's too autistic for that. Well, that's
I
yes.
found another curvy Barbie.
Yeah.
And this one's got a bit of a tummy tum.
Yeah, yep. I'm seeing them too.
Which one?
And
the
ordering.
Yep,
fat
you're
Barbie?
on that link. Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. We got another fat Barbie. And well, I got to be honest, kind of fucked up. If I'm being very honest, as I look at this for the first time, very fucked up that Barbie, fat Barbie is black over here. Really fucked up, Mattel.
She's
What are
got
you
the
doing?
thicker arms, a little bit more curve on the leg. I mean, she's got like the skinniest ankles in comparison. Like, what the hell's going on there? That's just
Yeah,
weird.
kind of fucked up. Also, more fucked up that the fat one is a doctor. Just
not
saying.
very healthy, is it?
Healthy at any size.
That doesn't make any sense at all. What is going on here? I guess you got to represent everybody here. And once again, this poor little girl playing with fat Barbie, she's been mentally scarred because Mattel's labeled her as fat when she was 4 years old. It's fucked up, Mattel. It's all
Thick Barbie. You know what's interesting? Doesn't that one they didn't do any facial chin? That is just blackface Barbie. Like, look at that, right? Like,
That's what I was gonna say. It does look like blackface Barbie here,
That's
doesn't
it. Yeah.
Holy shit!
They didn't do any changes.
Wait, there's more than one Down syndrome Barbie. I found
What?
two.
Hold on. Let's get to that in a second. This straight up looks like they just painted black onto her face.
Yep.
Minstrel show Barbie is here. Holy fuck!
Yeah.
That's unbelievable.
Oh,
Wow.
I found another curvy. Wow, they have so many curvies.
Oh, dudes be shopping today. Woo, I can't wait.
God. All right, there's another curvy one for you.
You guys know where your super chats are going today, guys, because
All right, this is the Downs and another Downs.
wow, that's great, Blabs. Thank you for pulling all these. Blabs is going shopping today. Once again, kind of fucked up. Let's just be
Right?
honest here. Kind of fucked up. Down syndrome Barbie over here just happens to be black. What the fuck, Barbie?
Yet again.
There's a black Barbie for Downs, and then there's the white Barbie for Downs, and the white one's got leg braces
Okay.
because
Wow.
I guess she has trouble walking.
Hold on. And this is supposed to be curvy body Barbie?
Yeah, she do the yogas and Pilates.
She's fit as fuck. I'm just saying, like, that's not fat at all. That's not curvy.
Type 2 diabetes. Let's find out about the sequel.
Is curvy Barbie a size 3? What are we doing here? This is not even close to a realistic representation of fat. Like, you need to put some pink hair, maybe a nose ring, Antifa Barbie. That's what we need.
Damn.
Yes.
That sounds like a good idea, actually.
God, that'd be awesome. That'd be so good. Any others that we need to look at, Blabs, while we have an opportunity?
I've been looking, but I think we got them all from yesterday and today. I can't seem to find anymore. But also, their search is really annoying. I just want them to give me a filter of, like, disabilities. And there is a filter that's called, like, limitless possibilities.
They're like mastectomy Barbie. The opposite of my cancer tits.
They have, like, a limitless like filter, but it only gives you one option of those. So, not very cash money of them.
By the way, I am dead fucking serious. This is straight up minstrel show Barbie.
Yes.
This is a white Barbie with blackface on it.
Yeah.
Like, and the more you zoom in, the worse it gets.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
That's crazy. Holy shit. I am straight up gonna bring that in, and I'm gonna upscale that image using AI, because I'm pretty positive that is some bullshit right there. Like, that is straight up some bullshit right there.
Can I just say
yes.
how ist and phobe Mattel is? Because like I was saying, there's a filter called Limitless Possibilities, which is all about the diversity and everything. And hardly any of these options show up except for type 1 diabetes. The rest of them are like these random ass designs. Look at Phoenix just died over there. But like the best part about
He's
this
checking his bank account.
It's like, how many of these can I buy? The thing is, there's like a little section of the bottom of this limitless possibilities. And it's like diverse body types, including the iconic curvy Barbie doll. But she's not even listed under limitless possibilities. It's just type 1 diabetes. So again, like it does, none of this makes sense.
You're right. None of this does make sense at all.
But like somehow, like super duper tan black Ken doll makes an appearance in diverse limitless possibilities. But no autism, no Down syndrome, no blind Barbie, no curvy Barbie make the cut. Just type 1 diabetes.
I'd be upset if I was any of it. That's right, Blabs. I expect nothing less from you than to be upset about that, because you don't feel represented.
We have a waterhead right here. Phoenix, look at him. He's chewing on a stick.
I can't help it. Yeah. Stage 4 cancer Barbie. You can shave her head and everything like that. You can write out her will. Say goodbye to her kids.
It's like a Mr. Potato Head, but sad.
Yeah.
I did
Mattel
upscale.
makes Mr. Potato Head, don't they? Oh my.
By the way, I did upscale this, and it does have a little AI scarcity to it, but check out like this like 100%.
Yes.
Like, I can't believe the audacity of Mattel. They just took some guy in the back. You got like, well, we got some black spray thing. We'll just spray it on. And they put this little girl next to it. That's pretty fucked up, Mattel. Just saying.
Do better.
That's right. Do better, Mattel. Do better. All right.
You know what? They don't even have a deaf Barbie.
They don't. How would you know?
I've Googled it.
You just go next to it and go, hey.
Well, it's the same with the blind doll. How, if you're blind, how can you see it? This doll is blind too.
Yeah, but you could just close her eyes, or they could paint it in weird colors. I think it's easier to represent that than deaf.
Did you not see the blind one? How insulting it is, though, Arch? Because they made her eyes go in opposite directions. Hang on, let me share my screen. Her eyes are in opposite directions. I kind of find that insulting, because not everyone who's blind has cross eyes. Look at that. One eye goes one way, the other eye goes the other way. And I bet she's got a stick, though. It's rad.
I would have liked to have seen her
like
her makeup all over her face because she can't see. It's just like lipstick that goes up her forehead. Sorry, Arch.
I want a Barbie with her eyes rolled up now. We can have that be Ahegao Barbie.
Okay.
All right, let's enough Barbie talk for the show today. Sorry, Phoenix, got to wrap that up. Hey, Aramis came in and says, since yesterday's super chat wasn't ready, Craig reminds me of one of those. I guess wasn't read. Sorry about that. Aramis says Craig reminds me of one of those cool characters from Magnum PI with a haircut. Art, thanks. Appreciate that. I don't even know. Do I need a sweet Tom Selleck
You're
mustache?
not Tom Selleck. Nobody can be Tom Selleck but Tom Selleck.
I'm sure someone will use AI to put a Tom Selleck mustache on me. Just saying.
Nobody
Arch,
can be Tom Selleck.
any thoughts on the Total War? Any thoughts about Total War Warhammer 40K?
I think they're going to fuck it up because I don't believe Creative Assembly has the ability to mix shooting and melee effectively.
He also says, Phoenix, Zelda 2 is your hot take. Tiny position 36. Been having too much fun with this. Thank you, Aramis. Position 36. Tiny, position 36. Tiny, shut up.
Look at the fucking fear.
I know, she's totally fucking scared. Wolf and Wing says, Arch wants bipolar Barbie.
Ooh.
Yes,
Yes,
that'd
the
be better.
biting and scratching. He loves that. Give him the bipolar.
Elsie says, with $4.70 says, bring those Barbies to the Real Game Awards, Phoenix. I'll take a picture with Kirsha figure for more laughs.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Can you imagine packing your suitcase from
I
Texas
can,
and just Barbies
and
in
we'll
there?
make it a reality. Yes.
And then like TSA scanning your shit into like grown man with Barbies.
Nothing to see here.
Just put a pride flag on it and you'll be all right.
There we go.
Corona Soul says, Mahong! First a female VTuber model. Now there's Barbie dolls. Not beating the pipeline rumors, Craig. I'm not the one with the Barbie dolls.
Not
Phoenix
yet.
is. That's right. Ja, get the fuck out says, here's $10 for the blackface Barbie. We need to find it. Need to find blackface Barbie. Commodore Fan says, guys, look on eBay for Barbie Fashionista Zig and Zag Curvy doll. They have various iterations over the years. Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know. There's lots of fat Barbies out there. And Big Boss Luffy says, I'm having a geographical brain fart. Can Blabs look up and tell me the name of the country to the west of Chad in Africa? I also have hearing issues, so she needs to yell it really loud.
No.
No, I'm not sure
Niger.
what is it?
Nigersaurus.
No, I'm sorry.
I know the country in question.
My headphones went out, but I didn't hear.
If only we had a sensor beep. Just as soon as she said boop, that way it would definitely sound like it.
Young Stuff says the cutscenes in Zelda CDI are pure cringe. Play the Dodongo clip. Also, I pick up Space Harrier for the Master System. Played it in Shenmue first. That's awesome that you played it in Shenmue and you went back and picked it up. That's great. All right, we'll continue with more Barbie talk in a little bit. But let's move on to some serious stuff. Let's talk about the reason for today's title and thumbnail. This has been a story the last few days. And I think the best way to describe, or at least to talk about this, is actually just to watch and react to this video that Asmongold put out 1 day ago. And this has to do with somebody labeling him a pedophile. And I don't know if you guys saw this allegation, this thing. It had like 120,000 likes over on
He's
X.
sitting next to some girl, right?
Yes.
There's like a picture. Okay.
Yeah. And now the idea is that he's contemplating the idea of potentially suing this person. So let's go ahead and check this out and see the reaction to it.
So basically, there's a post. This is a person that's like saying, like, this is actually crazy to say about somebody, right? Crazy to say. I'm thinking, like, I'm already in a lawsuit, right? I'm already regularly talking to lawyers. Maybe I should sue this guy.
So quick note, look at the number of views, look at the number of hearts on this, number of likes. This had when I saw it had like 120,000 likes on it, right? Saying that he's 33, she was 17, and that's the allegation here. And over 2 million people, almost 3 million people have seen this at this point by the 16th president of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. So there's that. Let's continue.
I'm going to have to give this a big context. Normally, a post like this with 100,000 likes would be career-ending for most streamers. In 2024, Asmongold did a couple of streams with Kaisi. She has been a streamer on Twitch since 2018 and an adult content creator for years, way before meeting Asmongold. After a couple of months of streaming with Asmongold, Kaisi posted this on Instagram with the caption,
"Happy birthday in advance to me who is 18 every year."
She also immediately pinned and hearted this other comment to avoid any confusion because, of course, the implications would be insane given.
He said, guys, I believe you're mistaken. 18 is a phrase used in Chinese to wish someone to look or to have passion as young as 18 years old. The literal meaning is year 18 or 18 years old every year. So that's the idea.
She has posted adult content for years before this. But someone still went and changed her famous birthdays page using that date, the same page that basically says she started full-time streaming when she was 12. What's amazing is that we had the same thing happen last year. I'll let you guess from which community this came from.
Asmongold laughs at the attempt from haters on Reddit, accusing him of dating an underage girl, Kaisi, who is a streamer and in her 20s. Those allegations were proven false pretty quickly as the age didn't match up. I do have to point out that the accusation was levied from an obsessive Hassan fan. That subreddit and their mods allow this type of environment to attack Hassan's perceived enemies.
I saw this.
Which tells you pretty much everything you need to know about this. And by the way, I think we all know women and men, right, who say, oh, yeah, I'm turning 21 this year, and they're actually turning 37 or whatever, right? It's just one of those things, oh, I'm turning 21, I'm at a certain point, you're like, oh, I'm 29 again. And this girl's just saying 18 again, having that look. And this is asinine to even that this is even a conversation, but people take things to the next step and they go. So continue.
Bro, people love writing fan fiction. It is crazy. And to me, it's really funny for me to see this happen. They just run out of actual stupid things to complain about. And now they write out fan fiction as well. I don't give this a lot of attention. It's just bullshit. But yeah, Sonorbers, yeah, it's just, I don't know why you'd make up bullshit like that. 122,000 likes about me being a pedophile. That's pretty crazy. And then you also have, by the way, the person blocked me. And I hate Asmongold, but what's the proof of any of this? Yeah, even people, we just make stuff up now. That's a serious accusation to tweet with no receipts. But you guys don't, by the way, I see some people saying the age of consent 17. Listen, if you are my age, if your age starts with a 3, you don't need to be dealing with anybody that's 17, okay?
1,000%. 1,000%. And it's good for him to actually say these things. I actually think this is the 100% way to tackle this stuff is like, hey, this shit's going around. This is how I'm going to handle it. And this is fucking insane that they would put this out there. Let's go finish the last 20 seconds.
I'll talk to my lawyers next time I have a meeting with them. Then I'll see kind of what their input is, right? It's so cringe to see something like that happen. But unfortunately, that's just reality.
What's also reality is that Honest Abe here is going to make money from this post. But oh, would you look at that? His account is fully verified. Do you have any idea how easy it is to subpoena a Twitter account? See you in court, Abe.
So
I like how he says Honest Abe. That was smart.
All right. So with that said, since then, this account has been deleted entirely. They went in, deleted it. This person points out. However, that doesn't delete the information on the X servers right here. So with all that context and with all that being said, we have seen lawsuits levied against people we know, right? We got everyone's favorite waitress suing Smash JT, right? For quote unquote defamation. And that'll be actually a very important lawsuit. But you see Asmongold pondering the idea of suing this person right here. At what point obviously there's defamation involved, calling somebody a PDF, right? Do you think that's the right call to sue somebody into oblivion? And do you think it's worth his time, both from a money standpoint and from a reputational standpoint? I mean, people already hate him, but I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts on this?
So this is a bit of a complex topic, really, because on the one hand, this is a multi-millionaire suing someone for stuff they said on social media. Right. That's one element of it. Another element of it is that this is clearly defamation. Absolutely. He is in the right to sue this person. So you have a moral aspect and a legal aspect, and you've also then got a third, which a more interesting aspect is, why not? Like, we have defamation laws. They're quite broad as they are. And the only real definition is if this makes a reasonable person think less of you. And a post with this many likes, etc., has clearly, evidently made a lot of people think less of Asmongold. In our current age of social media, where anyone can say anything they want, and the government does not clamp down on them, as it should not, we do not want censorship, perhaps it is incumbent upon us to actually act less forgiving when it comes to things like this. There's definitely an argument to be made there that you have a certain duty to uphold your own honor in this, you know?
I'd say real fast that it's not like the person called him a duty face.
You're right.
You know, he basically potentially accused him of an actual crime. And so that can be bad. And then obviously with that kind of crime, that can really, really destroy your image, especially when it's not true. So to me, I would say probably you should. And it also may help set precedent in the future for kind of comments like that, especially when you're talking about someone breaking the law and they didn't. That's quite an accusation.
Right. Well, it's weird because it's one thing if someone just throws some shit out online, right? But when it has 122,000 likes on it, you know, it's gained that momentum and over 3 million people have seen it. Like, if it's some nobody throwing bullshit out that's seen by 6 people, you know, whatever, right? But there is still, you know, 6 people is more than 0. So I don't know, Blabs, what do you think? You think this is something that should be pursued by Asmongold?
Yeah, so I would always say that these type of like slander cases are a case by case, because if you don't have enough money for like the lawsuits, etc., the time to go through this giant stress, right? Because it's gonna be stressful. Then you got to debate everything and see what outweighs what. But in the case of Asmongold, where I'm fairly certain he's got enough money to actually pursue this and have a lawsuit, I would do it, because so many people are just throwing around these words without any repercussions, without anything really, and it would set a precedent for other people to be like, maybe you shouldn't say that to somebody without actually having any receipts, right? So yeah, if I was Asmongold and I had the resources to do it, I would.
And resources, like, that is an interesting point as well, because on social media, where anyone can say anything they want, and we don't want to have central control over it. We don't want the government to censor people. We don't want the corporations or the platform to censor people. If it is then incumbent upon people themselves to uphold their own reputation, we really do need a better way to do this, because a normal person isn't going to be able to engage in what could very easily be a 3-year-long court battle because somebody called you a word on the internet. And this is even irrelevant of how serious it is. Pedophile is, of course, a significantly worse accusation, but even being called a Nazi, right? We can argue that in this day and age, that doesn't matter, that people don't care, but it's no more than like 6-7 years ago where that could get your job taken away, you know? We do need some sort of like lower court system for this, or alternatively, just bring back dueling.
Yes, and Arch has a sword and he's ready to roll.
I do.
I think this would be
so does
really
Leaflet apparently too.
Yeah, Leaflet just bust out a sword out of nowhere. That's great. Yeah, I think that'd be really great to see and set a precedent. And I go back to this lawsuit with Smash JT, right? Like this idea that Mercante is saying that, you know, defamation, and it's very clear that they're just trying to drag it out and milk money from him at this point, right? That's kind of, you know, this lawsuit should not last a year and it should not continue to extend. And but I've said this when the whole thing was launched, and I say this now, like it's going to be a very important lawsuit in the grand scheme of things, where you have a guy who is more or less reporting on things and giving his opinion, right, on certain things. And I think that's probably the one thing about Smash that he does pretty well is he says, in my humble opinion, on a lot of things. providing context. It's not like he put out an X post and said Asmongold is this or this person is this as a definitive fact. But maybe I'm wrong. And like I said, that's why I think this is an important court case when it comes to Smash and the waitress. And it would be really wonderful to see this person just drugged through the mud and called on this bullshit, because chances are this person is a basement dweller who has no life, has no kids, lives with his mom, all the stereotypes, and is a member of Trantifa and all those things, and and has nothing of value. But at what point is it not about receiving anything? It's about sending a message.
Well, there's the other point too, right? Because this is how the media gets away with this. If the media was going to cover this, they wouldn't say Asmongold is a pedophile. They would say Asmongold alleged of pedophilia. And that's how you avoid consequences. Because now you're not stating it, you're saying, quote unquote. And it might sound silly, but that is how we distinguish these things. And then there's also, of course, you normally in cases as well, you need to be able to prove that something has happened negatively. Like either you need to prove damages, like a lost sponsorship or things like that. But this too kind of is like an old world thing where we think that, okay, but we can surely measure what has happened to you, right? But in our age, this really is about reputation. As was said in the little clip by the person using the AI voice, and God curse him for that, incidentally. 100,000 likes on a post calling you a pedophile with like millions of views. Yet to anyone who isn't Asmongold, that is a disaster. Like that is actually career ending.
Yeah.
Like that is absolutely fulfills the definition of defamation, that reasonable people will think less of you.
I think I've said this all along. I think that you can only be canceled if you truly want to be canceled. But something like that, where there are hundreds of thousands of likes on something, I mean, brands will attach to that, and you can continue doing what you're doing, but you may not see any like brand sponsorships for things like that. Imagine
for a small person that, if they were just trying to get a job, and they HR looks through your social media history and they see something like that. That's a biggie, especially for the small person. I mean, so that's what I'm saying. Like when you're essentially saying someone was part of a crime, I think you're really pushing the limits of how this all works. You're pushing the limits of the system.
Right. Well, we'll see where this goes, obviously, and I think that it would be really, really fun to see him pursue. Yeah, it's obviously not an urgent thing for him, but I think it is worth pursuing and at least getting a little bit of information when it comes to the legal advice on this. Better than ChatGPT and stuff. Methalus came in at the 10, says, Craig, play Jump King again. No, I will not play Jump King again. I don't think, Blabs, you okay? PTSD?
Yes. Fuck that little knight.
White Wolf says, Beanie Man and Kirsha have both been talking about a path to redemption, but we should crucify them. I'll never forgive VTuber Tricky Wee for being angry Trump wasn't assassinated. Fuck her. Also, Nathan Cassidy says, if they make that Antifa Barbie, they need to make an Ice Ken with full riot gear for lols. Also, my favorite Barbie they have made is the Oreo one. Thank you, Nathan. All right. So you have more. Maybe we should make like Ice Agent, action figures. Wouldn't that be fun?
Action Man. Ice Agent version.
Yes. All right, this next story, Arch was like, hey, man, I really want to talk about this. So we're going to. But before we do, quick reminder, if we get to 20 yellow supers today, Phoenix, what is the incentive today?
It's the only incentive, which is that you may not be able to see it, but good friend Craig is wearing a glow-in-the-dark wolf shirt, so he will be sitting in the dark so that we can be illuminated by his effervescence.
That's right. Not just Montez, but a glowing fucking wolf. All right. That's all I got to say about that. So let's hit our goal today. What, Blast? Why you gotta look like that?
Nothing. That's just my normal face. Carry on.
That's true. Good point. All right. Let's go to our next story here. You guys ever heard of this person, Sophie Rain?
Yes.
That was the DSP face you made just there, Arch.
Good.
Who
I
is
aspire
this
to be
person?
the DSP of 40k, immortal and eternal.
Who is Sophie Rain? I've never heard of this person before. I know that it looks like they're a public figure. By the way, they live in Florida, and they put God first, apparently, except for when they're doing OnlyFans, which is a thing that they do. So, yeah, they're an OnlyFans account, and apparently they make lots of money only on OnlyFans. Is that pretty much everything I need to know, Arch? And are you a subscriber?
I believe she's currently the most successful OnlyFans creator ever, and the amusing part is she did it because she said she was a virgin, and that's why people have been flocking to her. So,
holy fuck! Yes. Okay. Let's play the game there, Phoenix. Can I get a little music in the background if you don't mind? Just a little. Sophie Rain's net worth as of 2025. Blabs. I know you were talking about OnlyFeet earlier with you and Phoenix.
And Arch.
And Arch, yes. The trio of just your 3 feet sticking together and in one picture. Fucking weird, but that's
Little
all right.
piggies.
Blabs, what do you think Sophie Rain's net worth is as of December 2025?
20 million.
Arch?
I know this, so it'll be unfair.
Okay. Phoenix?
55 million.
Damn.
Sophie Rain's net worth is an estimated $83 million.
I'm selling my toes. Let's go.
With gross earnings of $85.4 million as of December 2025. Net earnings after platform cuts between $51 million and $76 million, which is just fucking insane. So apparently one notable subscriber known as Charlie reportedly spent $5 million in 1 year.
Wow.
Just get a prostitute. I don't understand why you would do that.
Well, that's the thing. So her clever trick is all of the other OnlyFans girls are whores, but she's a virgin. If you spend enough money, you might get with her, and she's a virgin too.
But getting with her she's still a virgin. You are interacting with oneself at home privately. So there's no, you're not breaking anything in, really.
Breaking anything in. All right.
She's sold the fantasy of getting with the OnlyFans girl, and this has now become the trend now. And she earned a ridiculous amount of money doing it.
God bless her. Hey.
I like this comment. She may be a virgin, but she a hoe.
Yeah, she's still a hoe. All right, well, that hoe's making some good money, but she is not happy about something that's happening in the state of Florida, as this is fucking great. It says OnlyFans Sophie Rain calls out 50% sin tax on her income, an actual sin tax for doing business in Florida here. It says this is James Fishback, a Republican candidate for Florida's 2026 gubernatorial election, recently proposed a new tax impacting OnlyFans creators' earnings. He proposed a 50% sin tax, compelling the platform earners living in Florida to pay half of their earnings to the state. The tax will fund the education system, crisis pregnancy centers, and a first-of-its-kind mental health czar for men. Now, OnlyFans Sophie Rains, who is based in Florida, has reacted, saying, let's see, over here, the dumbest thing she has ever heard, right here. So that's it. So I don't need a 31-year-old man. I can't stand when they preface with age. I don't need a 31-year-old man telling me I can't sell my body online. I'm a Christian. God knows what I'm doing, and I know he is happy with me. That's the only validation I need.
Whoops.
I do love that quite a bit. Yes.
Wow. Right. We would need a God-fearing Barbie who's just scantily clad. It's OnlyFans Barbie.
We need an OnlyFans Barbie.
Listen, God has not struck me down, and so clearly he approves. Fair enough.
My one thing is that she's making that money. Taxation is theft. Fuck off, government.
Yep. See, like, I'm very rarely going to find myself on the pro-taxation side of things. And I'm not at all sure I'm pro the sin tax either. But she goes on to basically say that, I'll happily pay the 50% if corporations pay enough taxes, like their fair share. I'm like, okay, here's the thing. Let's assume for a second that corporations aren't paying their fair share of taxes. And I think they paid $400 billion, something of a fifth of the total tax income in the US in 2024. So debatable, but okay, let's just assume that they're not, right? Assuming they pay nothing, like they take all of the money, they ship it off to Luxembourg, ignoring the fact that US has a worldwide tax policy, etc. Just ignore all of that. I will still believe that the corporation provides a greater societal benefit by creating jobs and employment than the woman whose entire business model is preying on young men's false hopes of bedding her one day.
So the irony that she won't pay, she's willing to pay taxes if corporations are willing to pay theirs. Here's the thing about that, right? She makes more money than most corporations do annually just by herself, right? So that argument falls on deaf ears for me. She made an estimated $83 million, okay? People talk about tax the 1%. Okay, how about you tax the 0.1%? Guess what? She still falls into that. Guess how about you tax the 0.01%? Guess what? She falls into that. Not the top 1%, not the 10th percent of 1%, the 100th percentile of 1%. That's what she falls into.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And again, like, even completely ignoring the income argument, ignoring the tax haven argument, like, say everything she's saying is correct. Who's doing more damage to society? Microsoft, Google, all of these, even to their scale, or the people that have created actual literal jobs out of scamming young men out of, as you said, $5 million for one person.
I'm amazed by that. Just absolutely. And the sheer like audacity to say, oh, well, you know, if they would pay their share, I'll pay my share. It's like, fuck you. In the entire United States, that 0.01% of the 300 and almost 40 million people in the United States, she's one of 23,000 people who makes that income, which, by the way, 23,000 people making that much money every year, fucking A, good for them. Spread the wealth. Socialism, baby, let's go, right? Right, yeah. Anyways, so there we go, man. How fucking insane is that? Just silly. Absolutely silly.
I just want to be that wife who discovers this man who paid $5 million. Can you imagine seeing that Amex bill? It's like, what the fuck? I mean, $5 million.
Yep.
Wow.
He's also in the 0.01%.
Yes.
I promise you that. Yeah, for sure.
Maybe
And
he's rich enough that $5 million is like a sneeze. Like, it's like nobody gives a shit in that family.
wow, that's. All right. Hey, so quick update. We were promised the part 2 of the Nick Shirley expose or the Quality Learning Center. And that was promised today at 9 a.m. our time. So, let's see. Yeah, 9 a.m. our time, 2 hours before the show. It didn't happen. He just provided a quick update. He said that it's coming within the hour. So, we'll see if we get that before the end of the show. If not, we got something to talk about tomorrow. So just heads up. I'm sure it's going to be pretty crazy. All right. Bentley guy came out of the tent and says, okay, Craig, I apologize that I said that you looked like a female version of the lesbian Zach Morris. Please don't sue me. Instead, I think you're more of a sloth kind of guy from Goonies.
Hurtful.
Hey, you guys! Chuck loves sloth.
Sorry. Damn, it's fucked up, dude. Just saying.
You want a Milky Way bar? Oh no, Rocky Road. That's what it was.
It's fucked up. That's all I'm saying. Khalif Knight says, carrots don't work on hoes. Stick by taxation. Thank you, Khalif. So Understiller
That's
says
an argument too. Well, yeah, okay. So we had this thought a few months ago. Like, how do you discourage young girls from going on OnlyFans the moment they're 18 and earning millions, or in most cases, just humiliating themselves in public for no reason? 50% tax.
Man, that's, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of taxation at all, but getting rid of the income tax would be a really great thing. And for the love of God, can I talk about just a real quick, one of the biggest scams ever, which is property taxes. Property taxes in the state of Texas, they've been talking about like what a great, like, oh, gas isn't $5. Yeah, but we have fucking property tax, which is thousands of dollars every year that's just kind of lumped in at the it's such a fucking disaster. Anyways, not even going to go off on that. All right, real quick. Delta says, speaking of Barbie, was it ever explained why in the movie they chose to point out they would be more profitable selling toys towards boys? I don't know. I did see the movie. And it was very much like a yay woman piece, but that's exactly what you'd expect it to be. And white man bad. Thunder Solar says, these false Christians upset me more than almost anyone. Don't use my money. Don't use my deeply held beliefs as a moneymaker while simultaneously dragging my Christianity through the mud. Book says, don't insult Ellen Page like that. I mean, Craig, shut up.
Damn.
McLeod says, let's not forget Arch. Married men are the majority users. Young men are generally checked out. This is true. And Corona Soul says, either allow OnlyFans or block it. But the syntax is petty BS, in my opinion. Tim Lee says, Florida needs no OnlyFans tax since it's no state income tax anyways. Still, OnlyFans and she are both done once the UK put Sharia law on OnlyFans. Yeti says, not related to politics or video games, but just tried one of those Dubai chocolate bars. I found it bland, flavorless, and tiny, not worth $2.50. Thanks, Yeti. Appreciate the update on the Dubai chocolate bar. Sergeant Slaughter says, why wasn't there a pregnant Barbie? Because Ken came in a different box. Thank you, Sergeant Slaughter. And by the way, that'd be pregnant person Barbie, just to point out, by the way. If we can
egg carrier.
Yes. God damn it. Fuck. Total side note. Did you see that there's actually a big conversation about like the trans stuff happening like
everywhere?
Well, right. I don't know. I just saw this. Do we want to react? Yeah. Okay. Let's go react to this. This is a interaction that took place apparently just this morning during this discussion. And this has to do with whether or not men can get pregnant. And this is Senator Josh Hawley talking to Dr. Verma. So a doctor here responding here. Let's go ahead and see this interaction. It's about 5 minutes long.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Since you bring it up, why don't we just start there? Dr. Verma, I wasn't sure I understood your answer to Senator Moody a moment ago. Do you think that men can get pregnant?
I hesitated there because I wasn't sure where the conversation was going or what the goal was. I mean, I do take care of patients with different identities. I take care of many women. I take care of people with different identities. And so that's where I paused. I think, I wasn't sure where you were going with that.
Well, the goal is just the truth. So can men get pregnant?
Again, the reason I paused there.
I can't do it. I can't do
fucking
it.
Hell.
I can't
fucking
do it.
hell.
I can't fucking do it.
Yeah,
it's a fucking doctor.
Before.
Remove
It's
her
great.
license. She's not
Well,
fit.
here's the thing. She is a practicing religious individual, and her religion states men can be pregnant. But all of her education states it can't. Reality states they can't. She knows what the answer is, but her religion forbids her from speaking the words.
Her wallet forbids her from, that's all it is.
Like, these fucking people are insane. You asked that lady 5 years ago if men can get pregnant. She's like, what kind of fucking dumb question is that, you asshole? Right?
It's now 6 years, actually.
Well, it's okay, 6 years, whatever, right? The point being is that at no point in her life ever, except for the last couple of years when she got fucking brainwashed into she's a doctor. Unfucking believable. The audacity on these people. It's Sorry. I can't watch it. I'm tired of dealing with this shit. These fucking people hijacking medicine and truth. People go,
wouldn't it be great if every single doctor that did like transitional surgery for children, that at some point we all put them on trial and all of them get life sentences?
Oh my God. You know what would make me
Hunt
happy?
them down.
You know what would make me happy?
Legally.
Yeah. What would make me happy is if they all had to get transition surgery. That'd be great. Fucking just put them under the knife, right? Insane. Delta says, and speaking of property taxes, New York a few years ago tried to make land value tax a thing. Wonder if Zohran, what's his name? Zoran
Mamdani
will try to push it back in. I don't know. We'll see.
It will surprise you to learn this, but in Norway we have both property tax and land tax.
Wow. There we go.
It was instituted as a temporary measure 10 years ago.
Temporary, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And you also have brown cheese.
That as well.
Hey, give it up for Kraz, who came in and tipped some Bitcoin. Look at all that. That's 0.000002066 Bitcoin, which is $2. Let's fucking go over using Rumble Wallet, and we greatly appreciate that. Thank you very much, Kraz, for the Bitcoin over on Rumble. Appreciate it. By the way, I didn't update the new graphic.
I was looking for it. I'm like, I'm blind, like Anchorman.
It's my fault. Hey, let's go. Thank you very much, Kraz. Suna says, just a friendly reminder: OnlyFans is accepted through MasterCard and Visa, and yet credit cards try to censor Japan because of fictional characters. Yes, this is the hypocrisy is real.
Real women selling their bodies, no problem. A drawing of a woman doing the same. All
right, let's go to this next story. Did you guys hear Arch is trending? How great is this? Trending over on X.
Congratulations, you made it.
Arch, $500,000, $500,000 views. You okay, Blabs?
I don't know what happened. I said, congratulations, you made it. It just zoomed in.
Just zoomed in.
All right, I'm in. Hold on.
As Blabs wiggles her eyebrows defensively.
All right. God, this is so fucking weird. All right, no, can't do it. Can't do it. I don't like you being this close to me. Camera, hey, Tiny, camera one, position one.
Position one. She doesn't like me anymore. She won't listen to me.
All right. If everybody can unzoom their mics, please.
Position one. He doesn't like me. Hi.
Everyone back to normal? Everyone good?
Yeah.
Good, great. Awesome. All right. Arch, you're trending. Congratulations.
Yay.
What a great response. Well, let's
people are yelling at me again.
Let's check out.
Would you send like an adorable picture of your cat or something? What would you do? What are you trending for?
I wish there was just cat pictures. That'd be far less controversial.
Well, let's check it out because you were trending because there's a video of, I think this is iShowSpeed here, and he's over in Africa here. And let's just take a look at what he had to say here.
Crap, bro. Ethiopia is so beautiful. Holy. Yo, y'all see this chat? Y'all see Ethiopia, bro? This is insane. Oh my gosh. We're on top of this building right now.
Okay. So there's iShowSpeed. This person says, the days of parading Africa as a jungle or poverty hub are gone. We are equally tired of that narrative. When here, please show them how developed we are. Show them our inventions, our beautiful cities. It's time they see the real Africa. Ethiopia, you made me proud. See you soon, right here.
Great. So can we stop sending them money and stuff then? Great. Awesome.
Well, that's exactly what Arch said.
Oh, shit. I'm trending now.
That's right. So this has popped off, 19,000 likes on it. Seems like a fairly reasonable take because that's all I've heard. Hey, why don't you finish your food? Don't you know there's starving kids in Africa?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you know that there's starving kids in Africa, guys? Why don't you finish food? Hey, why don't you give a little bit to help the starving kids in Africa? The starving kids. That's all I've heard my entire fucking life.
Angelina Jolie is going to try to adopt more Africans.
Yep.
Did you say dot more Africans?
Adopt.
Okay, I was like, wow, what does that mean? That's crazy. Anyways, so yes, Arch, by all means, continue your thought here. People have been mad at you for this take.
The entire iShow Speed tour has been very, very popular, and I'm very happy for him. And he's shown a lot of cool adventures, and he's done a lot of cool stuff. Awesome. But there's also been this narrative around it from the very first day. Like, look, Africa's actually great. It's doing so amazing. Our advanced cities are beautiful. I'm like, okay. So we don't have to send you trillions of dollars anymore, right? We don't have to do that anymore. Because you wouldn't think you'd need to have it both ways. But this has been met with general outrage now, including a lot of people who seemingly don't understand that colonialism doesn't exist anymore, much to our unified sadness, of course. We're not actually stealing your stuff. You know, America doesn't move in and just take copper out of the ground. They purchase it now. You're being given money and we're buying your stuff. And of course, the shining image of Africa isn't quite what is presented here. Just all of you, have a rough stab at. What do you think the poverty percentage in Ethiopia is?
37%.
Since you're asking, I think it's going to be even lower, like 5%.
I'll say 42.
Phoenix is the closest. The poverty percent, so the people living in poverty in Ethiopia, is at 43%.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's a lot high. What is it in the United States? Curious what that is. But
I don't know. Let's see.
Either way, I think it is important to point out that when he announced, and once again, zero shade for this, by the way. Like,
it's around 10%, apparently.
Okay. When something like this happens with iShow Speed is 100% being paid and sponsored by local governments and private sponsors to do this, right? This is marketing for Africa. This entire tour, it's 100% a payment thing. I've been a part of these things. I've been to Taiwan as part of these things where you interact with the tourism board and they pay you to come out. Once again, zero shade. Like you have a product, you are paid for that product. I think it's great, but let's not be ignorant and say that they're also not going to show you the absolute best and show their audience the absolute best right here. So this idea that, iShow Speed's on saying like, oh my gosh, this is the best fucking thing ever. Well, yes, of course it is. Cause they're not going to take you to the slums and show you the kid who I've been told to feed my entire life. Right. So let's just keep it real, keep it 100. Like I said, zero shade at Speed at all. I think it's great. As a matter of fact, I would love to do some of these. I would love to go to various places and be sponsored to go do shows in fucking wherever, if Zimbabwe called and they're like, hey, you want to do some shows? I'd be like, not really, but the money's right. I mean, fuck, but let's be very clear about it. This is a paid integration. He is being paid to be there by the government to showcase Africa and all of these different places in the best possible light. It's literally his job in this situation.
And it's going to work. Like, they're probably going to see a big increase of tourism from this too. So it's a win-win. But it's one of those things where it becomes kind of this cultural phenomenon now where like the response to my post are just tons of people going like, yes, you can stop all the foreign aid. Like, okay, but you do understand your country is still poor. You are actually buying into your own propaganda here, which is just kind of baffling to me.
Right. This person, yes, we can stop sending cobalt, coltan, platinum, chromium, all these minerals and stuff. Right there. It says, you mean the things whose sale is keeping your economy alive? Yeah, right. That'd be really good. So you've been pretty active here. People have been labeled a racist, a xenophobe, and all those things because of that.
I'm sure once I get deep enough into them, yes.
Okay.
I need to go through and answer more of them because I do find this mildly fascinating. And hey, to be fair as well, there's also a lot of people who point out that a lot of this aid is also just corrupt. Like the aid who goes to the politicians, abso-fucking-lutely. Like, yeah, no, absolutely. You can easily argue that we are not really doing Africans a favor with all of this as much as we're helping their elites with all of this.
Man, what a mess. What a mess. Well, good for you, Arch. Way to trend. Congratulations. And it seems like a fairly logical thought process there. Is like, hey, you're not a third world country anymore? Cool. Take care of yourself. You know, I love that, Phoenix, you were thinking the exact same thing.
I feel like most people are thinking that. Like, okay, so you're doing so well. Why are we sending you billions of dollars?
Yep. Well, Craig, remember when we were growing up? I forgot her name. I think she was from All in the Family. You know what I'm talking about? That she always did those Ethiopian commercials where she'd be, we need to give them water. And they're in some desert shithole. And there was, she was like a meme forever. But South Park even made her into Jabba the Hutt. Do you remember that? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Sally Struthers?
Was it Sally Struthers? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, like growing up, that's all you would see is the Ethiopian commercials.
Yeah, there's and you see all the things on YouTube. If you just search like feed African kids, it's always the same. It's all like, look at this shit. It's always the same. It's always the anemic kid getting handed. They always show like the 2-year-old toddler, 3 years old. And yeah, look, I'm not ignorant to say this shit isn't happening, but if you're investing as a government into sponsoring somebody like iShowSpeed, this giant streamer, to come, how about you just maybe hand out some food or maybe give some of those beans so I don't have to in the United States, Anyways, what a mess.
It also opens the question that, okay, like, so, right, trillions of dollars have gone into Africa. The cities are built up. You've got nightclubs. You've got luxuries for the urban elites. Why are the children starving? Why did you build a skyscraper whilst kids were starving?
Yep. There we are, because hey, why not? Economy and stuff. But, well, appreciate you, Art. Appreciate your perspective on that. And good luck with the hate that's going to come your way. It's good. Epsilon Sama came in with the 999, says, Arch, let Speed go to Africa. You should go to Argatha instead.
Agatha.
That's
I would
what
like
I said.
to go for Agatha. That'd be fun.
That's what I said. Yes, that too. That's good. All right. We have Thunder Solar says poverty in America is like poverty in Africa. Our homeless people are fat. Enough said. That's right. They're the two are not the same. White Wolf says it's time we had a conversation. If you're under 85 IQ, you cannot be trusted with any digital system. Computers control everything now. The U.S. and global IQ is going down. What are we to do with stupid people? The violent ones can go in a box, but everyone else, put them in a box. I love the idea of just putting a bunch of people in a box and say, figure it out. I don't know. I don't know what we do, and that's the big problem with all this. Hash Brown says, imagine spending 8 years in college in medical school, earning a doctorate, and then just becoming that. I'm tired of this fake doctor BS. Thank you, Hash Brown.
They went in it for the money, and they're getting money.
Yep, follow it. Equestium Wild says, sin taxes are meant to nudge morality in society. Today, it starts with an OnlyFans tax in the GOP. Tomorrow, it's the power of leftist hands used to tax bigotry. Yeah, I see the slippery slope there.
Yep.
Yeah. McLeod says, that doctor reminds me of the insane stories from the Soviet Union and Mao's CCP, yet here it is in Congress.
Ah, yes, the person who claimed that plants were comrades and would grow anywhere because of the socialist spirit.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, you haven't heard about this, have you?
I haven't heard about that one, Arch. No.
Was it Lysenkovism? I'd have to look it up again because it's been a while, but there was this theory in the Soviet Union that basically claimed that plants could understand socialism and that they too were comrades of the working man. Okay. And so if only you approach them in the spirit of cooperation and socialism, plants would grow anywhere. Like you could grow coffee in Siberia. You just had to explain to the plants that, it was for the
Well
workers.
done, comrade.
What does that say about the people who believe in socialism? That you have the fucking IQ of a goddamn flower pot? It's incredible.
Well, either that or you understand that the man who's saying this is like the top man in the NKVD and you better keep your fucking mouth shut.
Sundistiller says, I agree, Arch. It is like a religion. Unlike most religions, it forces conversion by the sword, kind of like Islam is prescribed. Thank you, Sundistiller. McLeod says, Xanu Project Africa's Development Part 2 has been a very interesting video to watch as to why Africa is the way it is. Okay.
Frank Xanu has excellent videos on this.
Marmalin says, Crowder always says it best when it comes to these countries we pour money into. It's 2026 or current year. They're too. Why can't anything get done, right? Yeah. Sentinel Rex says, medieval problems require medieval solutions. Thank you, Sentinel. All right. Let's go ahead and move on really quick. And let's talk about a quick update to everything happening in Minnesota. We are waiting for the Nick Shirley video here. But Blabs, we've talked extensively over the last 2 weeks about the Looney Tunes. The loony, crazy...
Not the good kinds.
No. The crazy white women and the cuck boyfriends or white dudes that enable the behavior, right? But before we get to Homath, a quick update. You remember the shooting happened, and there was all the perspectives, and people said, "Well, hey, that car didn't hit the ICE agent. That didn't hit him. What are you kidding? It barely nudged the guy." And then this footage came out. I don't even think we reacted to it on the show. But this is footage.
Did.
Oh, we did? Okay.
Yeah.
So it shows the officer making his way around. He's looking at this. He circles around, and they are incredibly nice to him, as they're very clearly nice to him.
That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you. Show your face. I'm not mad at you. That's okay. We don't change our plates every morning, just so you know. It'll be the same plate when you come talk to us later. That's fine. U.S. citizen, former fucking veteran. You want to come at us? You want to come at us? I say go get yourself some lunch, big boy. Go ahead. Out of the car.
So at this point, we all know what happens. They're being extremely tolerant and accepting of the situation here. And then...
Get out of the car.
That's what happened, right? We all seen it. And what was the ongoing argument the entire time? He barely got touched. What are you talking about? Or at first it was he didn't get hit.
Yeah.
And then it was, well, he did get hit, but it really wasn't that bad, right? And then it's, and the next thing is, well, he got hit and it was bad, but that's a good thing, right? Well, it turned out, and this is reported by CBS News, of all things. CBS News says the ICE agent who fatally shot Renee Good on January 7th suffered internal bleeding to the torso following the incident, according to 2 U.S. officials briefed on his medical condition right here. And as George pointed out over here, if only the headline explained how it happened, right? Just this idea, oh, they just totally left that out. But so, yes, it turns out he did actually get fucking hit. And
a reminder, it doesn't even matter if he didn't get hit. He's still arguably potentially in his right to do what he did. So the fact that he got hit is just more evidence.
Right. So this is obviously sent a lot of people off into the loony bin, sent their really a lot of liberal white women have gone crazy. We saw this liberal white woman yesterday shaving her head. Remember this? She was so upset right here. And there's a new X account, which is blown up over the last little bit, simply called Homath.
Nice.
And the question is, why do women shave their heads in protest here? And I just wanted to share this with you because maybe this helps explain things just a little bit more.
Please do this one. I really need to know. He's asking why women are shaving their heads over Renee Good. That is the woman who got terminally oppressed by ICE for defending Somali scammers, otherwise known as George Floyd.
Pretty good phrase there. Terminally oppressed. There we go.
oppressed by ICE for defending Somali scammers, otherwise known as George Floyd? Here's the answer. The drawings are crappy in the interest of not making the videos take forever. So first of all, hair is a sign of fertility. Everybody loves women with long, healthy hair, and women with short and broken and messed up hair are disgusting. That's actually a sign of poor nutrition. So let's say it's ancient times and we're living in straw huts again. If these women are not being adequately provided for, their hair might break because of starvation. Okay, number 2, the police are like dad. You call them for help, and when they don't do what you want, then they're like mean dad. So when women express themselves politically by saying, I want a pony and infinity Democrat votes, dad, the police, can either say, okay, sweetie, whatever you want, and then they say, hooray, I will continue to be a spoiled brat, and nothing changes. Or dad can say no, in which case he becomes mean dad, and then she removes the signs of her fertility. Withholding fertility is the primary weapon of the Floyd. So removing my own hair means I'm withholding my sexuality because you didn't do what I want. Kind of like most marriages. But now women are married to the state, so they do it in public instead of at home.
I like the drawings. They're funny.
That makes sense. That literally does make sense. The only problem is the state doesn't really care about getting laid all that much.
Home math, I think nailed it pretty good there. Phoenix, what were your thoughts on that?
No, I think I've seen this account before. I think he does a lot of really funny stuff. Yeah, I think that's fairly accurate. I would also just add to it too. I think even simpler. It's just I think they all saw I think it started with Sex in the City. Don't ask me how I know that show. With shaving their head in solidarity with the person going through cancer, and then you saw a lot of TikToks and Instagrams of people doing the same for their friend, and that took off. So I think this is just another social media virtue signaling thing and also trying to get followers and stuff of I'm shaving my head in solidarity with X, whatever it is. It's an evolution of that retardation, basically.
Right. Well, I think that makes a lot of sense. And we've seen a lot of people, it goes back to what Jake said yesterday on the show, vagina. Like that's pretty much what this always comes back to is vagina and sexuality. And that's why these dudes act like they do. And that's why these women act like they do. Isn't it amazing that if we stop thinking with our dicks, how much more could be done in the world? Gotta be awesome. Just saying.
Vagina, the sole authority from which all other authority is derived.
Why did I just think of like Star Trek, the intros, where you like talked about that USS Enterprise, where no one has gone before or whatever?
I love that. I love that. That's right. We definitely should start an intro to just some sort of show like that, some sort of AI show. That'd be great. So, all right. Aramis came in at the 5, says, my country markets itself as a #1 destination. It sells well abroad, but the sustainability is mostly surface level, driven by imports, exploited labor, tourist first zoning. It's a strategy that's been in use since the early 2000s, every country in some way. Thank you, Aramis. And he also says, mall errands gave me an excuse to go into this toy store, every Barbie imaginable, disabled, ethnicities, some just absurd, stunned. Phoenix, my offer still stands for your Barbie world. Also, Blabs, the 90s store will open, and they still have Furbies.
All hail the Furbies. They are our conquerors. Thank you.
Excellent. Awesome. All right. Also, Nathan says, the ultimate irony of people accusing Arch of being pro-colonial is Ethiopia was never colonized by the European power. I didn't know that. That's good. McLeod says, in Mao's China, they went to war with the sparrows by scarring them into exhaustion from flying. What? Due to them being counter-revol, locust ended up causing mass famine.
There was a lot of famine.
Yep.
Yeah, from the freaking crickets.
Okay. Fucking A.
So this was a part of Mao's revolutions. This was the Four Pests campaign, where they declared mosquitoes, flies, rats, and sparrows to be enemies of the state. Therefore, it was incumbent upon the people to defeat the Four Pests. Now, mosquitoes and flies, they couldn't wipe out because they're fucking mosquitoes and flies. And they weren't particularly successful with the rats either because they're rats. But sparrows. So the sparrows were a pest because they were eating like the grain, right? So they threw grain on the ground, etc., and they would eat rice and stuff like that. And they figured out that sparrows are really cowardly creatures. So if people just go around like clapping loudly, it'll scare the sparrows. And if they keep doing this, eventually the sparrow will tire itself out and fall to the ground dead.
You don't want militarized people in the streets.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. Sorry. I was trying to get the next story queued. I was just trying to get the next story queued up.
Sorry. That Joe Rogan was in my head.
Sorry about that.
Hearing voices.
Joe Rogan was speaking to us from the great beyond.
We're getting to Joe Rogan in a minute because it ties into everything we're talking about here. But yeah, please continue, Arch.
So they managed to actually severely reduce the population of sparrows, enormously so, because they were easier to eradicate. What they didn't realize that was sparrows weren't just eating like the grain on the ground; they were eating the insects. Yes. And so when they severely impacted the sparrow population, then the insects came around in enormous quantities and devoured entire crops.
And I can tie this into pop culture because this kind of happens in Apothecary Diaries, my favorite anime/manga.
It always comes back to anime right there. That's
I mean,
good.
it doesn't really, but I just wanted to share.
It's great. So a couple quick things here. As we talk about, remember this whole thing, bringing it back to the thing in Minneapolis and the, using cars as weapons. Like there's literally an example of this happening in San Antonio. Like this morning, it happened where an illegal tried to run over an ICE agent in San Antonio. Like this idea that these are not weapons is insane. You can see right here as they literally try to run over an ICE agent here as they're boxed in and they're trying to escape here at a Walmart or whatever. But we've seen all this and this has been interesting. This going back to this Joe Rogan thing I was going to bring up. He said over on his podcast, he said, you don't want militarized. Well, I'll just let him say it.
You don't want militarized people in the streets just roaming around, snatching people up, many of which turn out to actually be U.S. citizens that just don't have their papers on them. Are we really going to be the Gestapo? Where's your papers? Is that what we've...
He's a retard.
Okay. So what's the actual math on this? The actual math of people who are improperly detained by ICE. I saw this and I was legitimately floored when I said this was shocking to me. This is it says in the last 12 months, there have been only 170 confirmed instances in which American citizens was temporarily improperly detained by ICE. In the same time frame, there have been approximately 622,000 forced deportation. This puts ICE's improper temporary detention rate at 0.027%. In other words, ICE has a 99.973 success rate.
And can I just remind real fast, because I think we always lose sight of just how this is all so stupid. Right now, what we're doing, right, is like, okay, if someone broke into your home, right, a robber, what would you want the police to do? You'd probably want them to go to jail, right? But that's not what we're doing these people. We're actually offering them a nice plane ride home. That's literally all we're doing. You broke into my home, and I'm sending on a fucking plane home. What are we doing that's so bad here? I don't get it. I don't understand it. When you look at it that way, it's really retarded.
Yeah,
absolutely. Like, ignore the percentage. Like, increase them, 10 times them, 10%. 1 in every 10 person accosted is the wrong guy. Okay, so fucking what? So actually, well, okay. So the ICE agent comes up to you, goes like, "Sir, are you a legal U.S. citizen?" Because they're not going to tackle your ass out of nowhere. That is complete nonsense. If you simply just don't react, you show them your driver's license, they'll just, "Oh, sorry for the inconvenience," and they leave. That's it. That is what's going to happen 99% of the time. Again, as you showed. And I forget the numbers, but like there are millions of illegals in America, tens and tens of millions. And we've seen, was it California, where restaurants were suddenly running out of employees when ICE had gotten through, meaning that we not only know that there are tens of millions, we know that they are occupying millions of American jobs as well. This is obviously negative for the nation, the economy, for employment, for social media, for social care, etc. Not to mention the damage it does to the social cohesion of the country. I'm sorry if somebody has to be mildly inconvenienced by this, but I don't give a shit.
It's amazing to see the narrative that you talk about, right? This narrative of going back to, this guy getting hit by this car. We've just previously talked about how CBS was reporting that this officer had internal bleeding. Well, guess what? ABC is also reporting this now. So this is ABC, a pretty left-wing organization at this point, promoting this. This is U.S. officials familiar with his medical condition told ABC News. But even when you see this, you see people like this, Crystal Ball, which sounds like a fucking fake name, and I feel sorry for her mom. Like, I feel sorry for her because I can't believe her mom named her that. Says the fakest fake news of all time. Like, they just refuse to believe their eyes and medical reports. What do you do? What do you do in a situation like this?
I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I did a video on this the other day, and I don't know where to go. Okay, so we had, as you said, to begin with, he wasn't hit. And with the first footage, you can kind of go okay, maybe he was hit, maybe he wasn't. It's a bit unclear. Second footage comes out, showing him be hit, showing him be pushed by the car. Okay, so he was clearly hit. Third footage comes out from the ICE agent himself, showing again the thump, hearing the sound. Okay, he's hit. Obviously. And now the fourth comes out. Yeah, no, he has internal bleeding because he was hit by a 4,000-pound truck. And still, despite 4 separate data points now, you still have people going, oh no, he was never in danger. He was never hit. What the fuck do you do? Is there anything you can do at that point?
You mentioned the video that you did. I watched that before the show, actually. And I legitimately don't know. We clearly live in 2 separate realities where you can show somebody the exact same video and one person will say they saw this, the other person will say they saw this. And how do you reconcile that? And I don't know what the answer is. If we can go the Tim Pool route of Civil War, but that's already fucking happened. It's happening right now. It's not an official war by any means, but there's a battle happening. And it's mostly on just fucking sanity and common sense and using your eyes to see things that that people clearly don't see. I just having a hard time. Yeah.
And I want to point out too, the opposition is already fighting. I showed off the de-arrest primer. They're already writing doctrine on how to engage with the police and distributing it. It's pretty bad.
Yeah. There's more. This person over here says Adam Cochran. Adam Cochran says, bullshit. Internal bleeding from a non-pin moving armored individual would require a blunt hood of the car going 35 miles an hour. Renee was in a pilot. It averages, whatever gives the math right there. 2 feet away, it would reach 4.9 miles per hour. Even at 10 feet, it would reach 11 miles max. Solid organ bleeding. Rib fractures causes bleeding are not possible at those speeds, especially when wearing body armor. At an abdominal wall hematoma is possible, but if he disagrees, then he's more welcome to waive HIPAA and release the medical reports. But math doesn't lie. I think go ahead, Arch.
Math. Just real quick. You think you need to be hit by a car moving at 35 miles an hour to be injured? Are you? Has this man never seen a car before?
Right.
None of this it doesn't matter. From my understanding, don't quote me, I believe that it's already being discussed that he's not even going to be charged because this is, I think they see this as kind of open shut case. But again, it doesn't matter. If legally he's within his rights to do X and he did X, that's it. Whether he got hit or not is inconsequential. So whether that is true or not does not matter.
And let's
You're
not
not
forget,
supposed to get hit by something and then shoot. Like that.
Right.
That's not how that works.
Right. And let's not forget, 6 months ago, dude was drugged for 100 yards by another car.
Yep.
So maybe the internal bleeding wasn't necessarily because of him being hit, but it was in addition to the previous injuries. Potentially. Maybe. I'm not one to justify, but I'm just saying, maybe, just maybe, put all the puzzle pieces together. I don't know. But
And
you're
the
right.
thing, like Phoenix is saying too, you're not supposed to get hit first. You're supposed to, okay, I am in danger. I must act now. That's how it's supposed to work. Again, that's why you don't fire warning shots, because you're not supposed to shoot somebody unless you know you need to shoot that person. And being hit by a vehicle, again, that is assault with a deadly weapon. Just how it is.
Crazy. Apparently, this is news. Apparently, 60 to 70 Minneapolis police officers have applied to ICE. So that's pretty interesting. Retromeister says, morning scrollers. I caught the news late about Scott Adams passing away. He should be recognized and honored as Peanuts creator Charles Schultz was when he passed back in 2000. But we know the left, and LSM won't do that. Yeah, legacy. Nope. No. Thank you very much. Appreciate that greatly. Laguna Cloud says, did any of you see the Yuri Bezmenov warning? Is that the one from like the 80s? That
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. Have you ever seen that, Phoenix?
Don't think so.
It's I saw it. Let's see if I can find this real fast, because yeah, this is the it's 13 minutes long. I don't think we watch it today, but
What is it in regards to?
Pretty much how Americans go from a capitalist country to a socialist country.
Okay, I may have. Yeah, mm-hmm.
Yeah, and how they just slowly plant these seeds and they just let them grow over like 30 years, right? So pretty gross. Thank you, Laguna. Looney Lenny says, like Barktooth in chat said, cognitive dissidents, they refuse to see reality and what it truly is. And they'll say the exact same thing about you, by the way. So, Elaine says, hey, Craig, when did the sticky notes come back? I've finally had time to watch live now that I'm unemployed. I'll land on my feet, though. God's got this. That's right. God does have it. Came back at the tail end of 2025 when we brought back the Mario Funathon, which I think I'm going to do another Funathon here sooner than later. I think it'd be fun. Maybe once a month. We'll see how that goes. Seaman Nader says, great taste in anime, Blabs. That's a dub.
Thank you.
There we go. Awesome. We do have, oh God, we're right at 1 o'clock. I'll tell you what. I want to hit this video just real quick, just real fast. And I do want to have, let me just do a quick gaming thing. Fuck you, Blabs. This may be the worst video game news I've heard. Like there's been a lot, like people have been fired over the last, several years, people losing their jobs. The industry's fucking insane. There's people spouting all their agenda in all these games. And look, it's been nuts. But this right here, this story I'm about to give you may be the saddest, most disappointing story that we've talked about in almost 3 years here on Side Scrollers. As multiple Ecco the Dolphin games are officially in development.
Finally.
So what Craig's been wanting and asking.
Well, there was one in development forever, right? Like it was, potentially going to be on the Amico, and then that didn't work out. And there's been one of those games I know forever, like 5-6 years now, that's been in development.
There is an official website, EccoTheDolphin.com, which
I know you're going to sign up for newsletters or join their Discord.
This is it. This is it right here.
Maybe I should put your email in.
Oh, Blabs, I'm going to put all of your emails in. Every single email. All of them. Unbelievable. I'm not familiar with AR Artiller, or any of the games that they've produced before. Artelier games? Let's see. Some games that they have done in the past include nothing of note. So I imagine this game will be dog shit. So there we are. I hope that I hope that's the case, because look, Echo the Dolphin is a dog shit game. I've never understood the idea of people wanting to get behind it. I think it was this thing that people just thought would be cool to like at the time. But in reality, Ecco the Dolphin is just a horrible franchise.
Yeah,
that should be left in the
an interesting like concept game that should never have been executed.
No, it's not. It's
okay, good point.
Thank you. No, it's not.
Everyone should just go play Zoo Tycoon 2, where you can play with dolphins. You can even train them to get them ready for show, and they do all these little cool tricks and stuff. And you can name your dolphins too.
You ever play Ecco the Dolphin, Arch?
No, and I'm curious why it's so bad now. Is it a game where you communicate solely using echolocation?
No.
Not far off though.
But here, let me just show you gameplay of Ecco the Dolphin, and you tell me if you think this is worth checking out. Here we go. Let's check it out for the first time from the title screen, so you get a full idea.
I always thought this music was so weird.
I hate the music.
That's where it starts, isn't it? It's just dog shit music. That's right. On the genesis of all things.
The splashing sound is getting mildly annoying.
Oh. So this is it. Here's your gameplay. Ecco goes out. Has a little free willy aspect of this, and you move around as Ecco the Dolphin. And I don't. Oh, there's your echoes. That's it. This game is such dog shit. God, I hate this fucking game. I don't even want to look at it.
You ever play the sequel?
No, Phoenix. I didn't play the sequel.
I think we should play it.
I think we should all just play Zoo Tycoon 2 and play with the dolphins instead.
No, it's the worst. The absolute fucking worst. I hate Ecco the Dolphin. It may be one of my least favorite games ever.
Okay, that or Jump King if you had to play one.
Jump King. Wow. Yeah, I know. I didn't rage quit Ecco the Dolphin. I just don't want to play it.
Yeah.
Marmalin
You
says,
calmly and collectively quit.
yes.
Like a gentleman.
Marmalin says, how much I got to Dono for you to play Ecco plus the new one's coming. Listen.
Yeah.
Nope.
That's what Craig's Funathon is going to be in the upcoming month. Ecco the Dolphin.
Refuse to play Ecco the Dolphin. And I can only imagine hard resets in that game, being sent back to the beginning. God, that'd drive me fucking insane.
It's already giving you like anxiety.
What if Blabs plays it and you have to comment from afar and the chair's empty? You just left.
Just leaving. That's all.
Yeah.
I'd probably only play for 10 minutes. I can't even stand watching the trailers.
I have a
It's just
feeling
so
you'll
bad,
love it.
The audio.
Retromeister says, I used to watch the Dilbert animated series secretly when I was a kid. That taught me more about work life and even life itself compared to any other show I watched, along with an awesome intro that captures the tone of the show. Thank you very much, Retromeister. Yep. Rest in peace, Scott. Retromeister also says, it's worth noting Daniel Stern was the voice of the title character and my nerd hero. So it's kind of an insult to injury that he's fallen on hard times and won't recognize Adams for once voicing his character. Really? He didn't, Daniel Stern was like, he didn't want to recognize that. And by the way, that's the same guy who got panned for prostitution, right? Irony there. Hippie Treehugger says, with 500 kicks, says, I don't like property tax because own nothing and be happy. Another issue for property / land ownership. You have to buy mineral rights as well. That's stupid. Fucking so dumb. Marmalin also says, yeah, that ain't going to happen, Marmalin. That ain't going to happen. And Commodore Fan says, my aunt was killed at a stoplight. Other driver's fault. Truck was going about 40 miles an hour. She was in a Camry with airbags, everything. ICE officer had no such protection. It's a wonder he wasn't hurt worse. Sorry for your loss, Commodore Fan. That's rough. And Commodore Fan also says, I've said it before, Ecco the Dolphin on Sega CD had cool 90s electronic soundtrack. Shit game otherwise. Preach. Just a shit game. So let me actually pull that up real fast because we can actually see the difference of the music. What do you think, huh? You want to hear the music of it? Let's find out. Let's find out together. This is the Sega CD. There's that CD music. Much better. skip ahead.
I still don't understand why it's so ominous.
It is ominous, isn't it?
Sea, and it's yet to be discovered.
It sounds like the ocean. The ocean. Ugh.
But it sounds like he's gonna like solve a crime, though, doesn't it? Like he sounds like he's like a dolphin detective.
Detective.
Listen,
Yeah.
That's a game I would play.
Yeah,
Echo the Dolphin.
detective,
Dolphin
TM side
detective.
scrollers.
That's right.
Solves murders.
Yes, ocean murders. That's
The
what I'm
great
talking
white
about.
shark ate who?
And look, I give it up for Bogue. Says, "Come on, Elliot Page, aren't you a man? How much for you to
Damn.
play and finish Echo? Put a price on it." I'll tell you what. This is what we'll do. Let me see where we're at as far as Side Scrollers Plus members. I'll put a price on it right now. Okay.
By the way, have any of you had that awkward opportunity of having someone that you thought was pretty attractive turn into a dude?
No.
I like dudes in the first place, so I know.
Yeah, no, like I liked Ellen Page. I was like, that's peak. And then to watch it turn
Yeah,
into
she
a
was
dude,
very
I went,
pretty.
wow,
She was.
this is awkward. It's even more awkward that I find her more attractive.
I'll tell you what. We are at about 1,300 active supporters over at sidescrollersplus.com. If we can get to 2,000, okay, and I'm going to put a timeline on this. Today is January 14th. I'm going to be reasonable about this too. If we can get to 2,000 by February 28th, that's 6 weeks. And by the way, free promo code right now. Use promo code MOUNT to get a free month over at Side Scrollers Plus.
There, I've written it in the spreadsheet. February 28th, Echo the Dolphin Challenge deadline.
2,000 by the end of February. Okay? That's 6 weeks. Okay? That is including a free month that you can use right now. Promo code MOUNT, and you get access to the show on tomorrow with Mount Your Friends. Just saying. Go get on it. There's the goal. And I will do a fun-a-thon for Echo the Dolphin. Game Hunter says, I bought dash cams for my family and friends over the years. It's normally an angry Karen or bad drivers who make illegal turns and crashes into them. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Corn Pop did nothing wrong. Says Craig's net is clearly not dolphin safe. No. Slice him up. I ain't doing that shit. Delta says, I think the closest thing to Echo the Dolphin these days would be Rain World. Did you guys ever play UFO 50? It was an indie collection of games that released maybe 2 years ago. No, I never had a chance to check that out. So, all right, Arch, we got some supers to get to. We're going to read those, but we'll give you a chance to bounce if you like.
Okay, I'm going to go get some food then before my own stream. So thank you very much for having me today.
Sword.
What, Blabs?
I said, don't forget to sharpen your sword.
Oh, okay.
I actually don't have one nearby right now, so I can't.
Damn it, Arch!
I got a little knife sharpener. It's this little block thing goes for one of my knives. Yeah. I thought we were sharing.
I will
I guess
see you
not.
all again in a couple of weeks. Thank you very much for having me again.
Thank you.
Thanks, Arch. We'll see you then, buddy. Have a good stream.
Why? You're gone. I can't hear you anymore. Anyway.
Yeah, now you're not underwater. You're just muted.
You're just gone.
It just mutes you.
Just mutes me. That's okay. I just wanted to play it because I didn't want to overwhelm Arch right there.
Oh,
So
with a gong?
yeah, with the gong.
I mean, it would be fitting. He did talk about like China and Mao, so
true,
it would
he
have
did.
been fitting.
All right, Blast, fire away with these supers here. Once again, the goal is 2,000 supporters on Plus by the end of February, 6 weeks from now. That means you, friend, tuning in for the first time or just thinking about making that transition over to Plus. It's a great time to do it. Use promo code MOUNT and join us over there for free for a free month over there. Go ahead, Blabs.
Okay, so Mercy has inquired about that game that we did the giveaway for, and he still hasn't gotten it yet. So,
Really?
Which I thought you did. I thought we got it all squared away.
Yeah, I think I gifted them to everybody. Yeah.
So double check, Mercenary. Boog, or Buag now, says Arch isn't a Barbie guy, he's an MLP brony. This is fair. Buag also says, get him a derpy hooves equestrian girl. Optimus Jedi says, Ilham Omar Barbie comes with her brother. And I like the pun there. Ugh. Anyway, Reese for one says, I wonder what a crackhead Barbie would look like. Anyway, Mac for two says, what's the diet? That's just rude. Put me back. Thank you. Where's the diabetic Barbie with missing limbs?
Well, that's
Coming
a trilogy
soon.
conclusion, Barbie. That's what we're all hoping
Coming
for.
soon to a Mattel Toys R Us store near you. Missing the short bus Barbie. No. It's there. Bedridden Barbie.
I by the way, love you guys calling out all the missed opportunities for
Right.
Barbies. That's pretty good.
One-eyed. Where's the one-eyed? They have a blonde one, but they only have one. They don't have a one-eyed one. Or
That's
no
right.
eyes.
Yeah.
Anyway, what about the whole thing that was like a huge thing years and years ago? When they were born with the defect with their lip, like the clip and everything.
Oh, Joaquin Phoenix thing.
Cleft lip
Yeah.
Barbie. Yes.
Yeah, where's that one at? Reese, for one, says, all this talk of Barbie, and meanwhile, Cindy, the UK Quiv, is staring in disgust, as she gets railed by a gang of Islamic Kindles. Mercenary, for one, just says, double check, still nothing for his game. Tinley says, if you can define man or woman, you're forbidden to vote in the U.S., that would be the law. I'm done with this crap. Screw these countries. I want America first for one. Stop giving our money to these countries and let Darwinism sort this out.
Barbara, did you see that in the Supreme Court that they're arguing that right now? And the justice is like, okay, can you define what a
Yes.
woman is? And they're like, no. And
Well, that's where this whole thing came from, right? That's where that senator meeting today we were talking about with the Josh Hawley guy. That's how this whole thing came about. So
States don't care about getting laid, but they sure love screwing us. That's totally fair. Mercenaries for another one says, where did you send the game to me to? Mercenary also says, no, seriously, where's the bad news? Is it after the Ecco the Dolphin game news? And Reese, for one, says, Shamsa, we need you to poke and prod Craig into playing Ecco the Dolphin in the tides of time. Do it! Blabs vs. Ecco, when? Never. I will gladly play Zoo Tycoon 2, and I'll let you name the Dolphins. Crumbs, for one, says, aliens do show up and abduct the rest of your pod in the first 10 minutes of the game. Oh, no, that's so sad. Rice Star Ecco, also Rice Star Sonic himself.
you played that, Blabs.
Yep, you played Rice Star, which is not aired yet, but yes, you did play.
I may or may not have played that game. Anyway, and then Yeti says, as someone who has had their foot ran over by a Jeep Grand Cherokee, let me tell you, it's something I'm not keen on ever feeling again. Damn, bro.
Oof.
I hope your foot's recovered, and we are all caught up.
All right, except for Armis, who says, I understand Phoenix. I too liked very much Ellen Page before the whole transition. Thought he, they, them, was cute once. Also, Craig, any specific offers or bundles in hotels for the Road Game Awards? Thanks for having such a wonderful, thanks, and have a wonderful weekend. Chats, Mahong. Yeah, so we have information on the hotels in the email that I sent out, and you pretty much just find but we don't have any special deals or anything like that around there. We're not associated with any or partnered with any hotels in the area. So whatever suits you best. And he also says, no deaf Barbies for this half deaf. Tinnitus, man. Shameful. Can't wait for tomorrow's side scroll.
Tinnitus?
Yeah, that too. Tinnitus. Is that what it says? Tinnitus, not tinnitus? There he is. Tinnitus. There you go. Can't wait for tomorrow's Side Scrollers Plus special. That's right. Thank you very much, Armis, for a great reminder to let everybody know that tomorrow we have this son of a bitch happening. Mount your friends with all of our VTuber friends. Pickle, who's on our show tomorrow. Kirsha, Leaflet, and VTuber Blabs going at each other, all mounting on Blabs in the best possible way. Right, Blabs?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. All right, guys. Great
Marlon
place to
came in
stop.
with 5, says agreed on Ellen Page.
It's okay to say Ellen Page was hot when she was a girl.
She was very pretty.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. So, all right, join us over at Plus for to watch this mañana. Mount your friends with Blabs and Pickle and Kirsha and Leaflet as they all mount each other in the weirdest way possible. We will see you guys tomorrow when we're back at it again. You guys have a great rest of your day, and please, by all means, remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got to go. Go get it. See you tomorrow, 11 a.m. Central Time. Windermere, joined by
Lady Decade and Piccolo. And stop, because Marmalade just came in, so we're not going anywhere yet. Some titties. Marmalade on Rumble for just did like 50 USD, but with Bitcoins.
In Bitcoin?
Yeah, Rumble wallet.
Let's go. Give me that.
Titties.
Give me that sound effect there, Phoenix, if you want.
You just cut to me.
Oh.
Marmalade going on the wall with that Bitcoin. Let's fucking go. Oh, bam, right there. Wow.
Bam. Yes, the Lady Decade and Piccolo are joining tomorrow. I kind of cut that off real fast. Yeah.
Thank you,
be there, be square, and you're boring if you don't show up.
Let's fucking go. Thank you very much, guys. Genuinely appreciate it. That is spectacular. Love using that Rumble wallet. Hey, quick reminder, real quick. Do us a favor. If you guys haven't yet, we had a sponsor yesterday. We want to make sure you guys go check them out. You can find out the link to Zippix nicotine toothpicks down below. You get 10% off your order. We'd really appreciate it if you guys go check them out. Link is in the description over on YouTube. We'll make sure we put it down below in Rumble as well. We'd really appreciate you guys going to support our sponsors because they support our show. So please support them. And if it's something that you're into, we'd really appreciate that. So, and look at that hippie tree hugger, 5 gifted subs over on Kick.
Yep.
Oh, you guys just want us to, we'll just wait. If you guys just want to, we'll just stay here.
So do you guys like stuff?
No, Blabs. Okay, we can go.
Thanks. Wait, no! Aramis just gifted 5 memberships on Rumble.
Let's go! And now we wait. Oh, shit. Easy, Blabs.
It wasn't me. I'm a lady.
Aramis, thank you so much for the 5 gifted Rumble premium subs. Maybe that's what we'll do from here on out is we'll just sit here and wait.
It's a bit awkward, isn't it?
Nope. Just wait, Blabs. I know you're in a hurry to take your feet pics for the day.
It's just eyebrows. I'm gonna zoom back out. Well, anyway, look at that. We have Equestrium Wild for 5 says, yes, we love you and have a great day. And then Mercenary gifted 1 membership on Rumble.
Maybe we just go. Maybe we just stay over at Rumble and just stare at them for a little bit. All right.
They like the show when we shut up.
That's right. Everyone just shut up.
Peace and
Okay.
tranquility.
You guys over on YouTube. We'll see you guys later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Fatality.